Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of the EXTV watch-alongs for Argentina versus Jordan. And of course, we're going to try to load things up here and see what's going on. Like I said, we're going to do our kickoff a couple of minutes before. And, we just saw the Portugal game that took place. And they drew 0-0. And there's a little gap in between, so we're seeing the players warming up and so on. I'm looking through the channels here on Rush. I see there are two games, so there's a lot of games going on. So folks, you can let me know if you're hearing me okay. I'm live on TikTok, Facebook, and so on. So I'm just making sure my audio is okay. Folks, you can let me know if I'm sounding all right. And if you're in the chat, let me know. We're live on TikTok. We're in here as well, so I'm going to keep track of TikTok as well and watch out for spam as well. So Argentina, they're on top of their group and they're going to be taking on Jordan. And like I said, folks, we're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. And we're live on Twitch. So we're going to have our pre-match conversations here. And everybody's joining in. So usually I allow everybody a couple of minutes to join in today. Thanks to the folks of SofaScore. I have on this side of me the formations that will be updated in real time with the formations. And then, of course, we have our subscriber goal as well, which we're trying to get to 10,000. We're 2 or 3 away from 3,200, so we're going to get there. Athena, you're hearing me okay? Great. I'm usually a bit anxious because there's always some kind of audio issue, so I'm glad you guys are hearing me okay. And of course, we have to watch out for spam bots as well. And folks, I want to let you all know, the last watch-along got 14,000 views and growing on Facebook. And we're trying to get those views on YouTube as well, but that's not even YouTube. And the one before that, the last Argentina game got 35,000K. And that's all because of you all and people all over the planet. So I'm seeing the pre-match. I don't know if they're going to wear this jersey, folks. So I will, if they're wearing the other jersey, I will switch to it. Like I said, everybody's joining in, getting into their seats. And I'm glad you all are hearing me okay. James is in Poland right now, but we will be reuniting soon. We may be heading across. So as the table says here, Argentina on 6 points, Austria on 3 points, Algeria 3, Jordan 0. So yes, folks. So everybody on TikTok as well. I'm going to keep track of everybody on TikTok. I did have an issue with TikTok where they said my stream was not mine, which is hilarious because this is me. So everybody's on TikTok tonight, and wherever you are, it's Saturday night in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me know where you're from. And Athena and everybody else, let me know what your thoughts. I know not everybody are Argentina fans like how I am, but let me just lower the volume here. This is just for me to keep an eye on the TikTok viewers in there. So I'm going to head into that really quickly. So like I said, folks, before we get started, I want to let you all know, welcome. We'll be doing a lot of these. I will possibly be heading across. And also, you see that QR code on that side of the screen. You can scan that and enter our WhatsApp. So Kurtan, welcome as well. Everybody in the TikTok as well. Like I said, for people in the TikTok as well, remember, I really appreciate your support. For some reason, somebody reported it as if this is not mine. And I was getting, 10,000 likes and so on, which is great because of you all. And then it stopped. So everybody, if you're an Argentina fan, let me know what's going on. The Portugal game ended up 0-0. Honestly, Colombia played really well. For those of you who look at South American football, Portugal, Ecuador are very physical, pacey teams. And, they could have easily won that match. And, we'll talk about that afterwards. And, of course, Argentina have secured their qualification for the next round. I think they're going to play in Cap de Verde. So I see the players are warming up. I think they're wearing the away jersey, so I was right. So I'm wearing the away jersey today, folks. So you can let me know. And people in the TikTok as well. Welcome, Kutan. So like I said, people, let's keep the likes and the shares coming. We're trying to get to that 10,000 mark. I know it's crazy, but it really helps the channel, folks. It's not just for superficial reasons. It really helps the channel grow and connect with people. So like I said, everybody, we're a couple of minutes before kickoff, so we could chat a little bit and you could let me know who you all are supporting, what do you all think about Argentina's campaign so far, and how you all think that they're going to do overall in the tournament. I always say it's very early days. You can't really predict the tournament. And it's anything can go, in the knockout stage. I've seen teams play very good in the World Cup in the groups and then flounder at the knockout stages. That's just how it goes sometimes. So like I said, folks, SofaScore just send me some data there in case you're wondering what that sign is. So we're live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. So yes, folks, so we're a couple of minutes away. We're getting to see the Debo Martinez and those guys warm up. So I'm seeing a lot of what looks like reserves, which is expected. I think I'm seeing Senisi. So it looks like Senisi is going to come in for maybe Romero, because I know Romero has a niggling injury. I'm seeing Paz in the background there. But of course, they will announce the official lineup soon. So, as expected, Argentina will do some rotations tonight. Juliano Simeone and Tagliafico. All these players, folks, have been coming back from injuries. And one of my concerns heading into the World Cup is that they were not okay. So, Kurta and everybody else in the TikTok chat as well, give me a shout out and let me know. I'm going to pay attention to the TikTok chat because, like I said, folks, in the past, TikTok has told me this is not my stream, which is ridiculous because we started off really well. You see, look, I just got it there. This is my TikTok. This is my TikTok. It's very annoying. So people in the TikTok right now, I really encourage you guys to join in and let me know because they just sent me a warning, which is crazy. This is mine. TikTok, this is mine. It's absolutely mine. This is crazy. So I'm going to keep an eye out for this. So everybody here, I'm going to reload my stats. I wanted you all to see what I was seeing. So SofaScore has provided us with the formations here. And as we can see, Argentina playing that 4-4-2 that they like. And Jordan with a 3-4-3, which could easily switch to 5 at the back. So like I said, Athena and everybody else out there, send it to your friends, send it to your family. We're a couple seconds. So I'm seeing the lineups. Definitely some rotations in there. I'm seeing Julian Alvarez and Lautaro Martinez. So I think it makes sense what they're doing. It makes sense what they're doing, that they're going to do this as well. So like I said, folks, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me just set up my chat here as well. And I'm glad you guys are hearing me okay. So let me just make sure you'll probably see a bunch of crazy things in the background. And of course, we're on spam alert. So folks, let me know what you think about the tournament so far. What do you think about the streams? The last stream got 15,000. I think it was 14,000 views and growing. The Scotland game. We did one with England with Terry Fenwick, the former 1986 defender. I'm seeing... I heard a notification. I saw... Well, Athena's in there. And I saw Fordiol Islam has followed on Facebook. We are getting a lot of followers on Facebook. And I think Lionel Messi's probably going to start. I'm seeing Paz as well. So that means Lionel Messi's probably going to get a couple minutes in there, folks. But folks, before we start, did you all see the Portugal game? What did you all think about that? Let me know your thoughts about that. How do you think, they performed in that game? That could have easily been a loss for them. And... the draw is starting, the knockout stage is starting to take place, which we'll talk about in a little while. But like I said, a special thank you to SofaScore. And then the QR code, folks, if you scan that QR code, you can join the notification group. And like I said, we're trying to get to the 10,000 mark. So we're 2 away. As you can see there, there's a counter up on the screen, up in the corner there, where you can see our subscribers. So like I said, when you do that, you automatically qualify for chances to win prizes from EXTV, such as a jersey of your choice. Club or country, or maybe a copy of EAFC 27 when it comes out, and other cool prizes. So continue to show your support and love, folks. I'm seeing some notifications are coming in here, so I'm going to keep my laptop. So I'm seeing a couple of chats coming in there as well. So I'm seeing a couple on the screen there, taking a little while to pop up on my software, but I'm seeing them on the other screen. So let me just keep an eye on everything. So folks, let me know if you're hearing me okay. And show me some love as well. I will need it. I'm seeing a lot of notifications, but it's not popping in, and I don't know why. So I'm going to refresh the chat. I hope that doesn't make me lose some of the comments in there already. So I'm seeing some people popping in as well. I'm seeing Lisa Akber Sabia has followed from Facebook. Welcome. So both teams are singing the anthem. I'm not going to play the audio, but I may stand for the anthem because I love Argentina. So let's see how the audio sounds. I don't want to put too much audio in the background because I want you all to hear me. Let me know if you all hearing me okay. Like I said, I set up the stream by myself tonight. And like I said, I did put that graphic up. I will take it off from time to time. But since it's just me here, we'll do that. So both teams doing their anthem. So I'm hearing the Argentina anthem. Yes, folks. I don't know if you guys are hearing it. Come on, folks. Vamos, Argentina! And I know I have a lot of support from Marcelo. He was the ambassador for Argentina in Trinidad and Tobago before, but now he is in Beijing. So I know he's taking a look at it as well. So bienvenido to you and your family. And of course, I'm seeing here the lineups as well. So they're singing the anthem. Yes. Luckily, we entered this game in a more tranquil state. Argentina could rotate some players. Not risk too much injuries. I'm surprised Messi is starting, but I'm guessing, he will play a couple of games. I love it. So I actually can't tell the lineup because I think all the Argentine players are on the field. Yep, so that is confusing. Usually it's just the starting 11. So that's interesting. That's different. So Otamendi is the captain tonight. I have my Otamendi beard, folks. So we're going to see the formations in a little while. I'm seeing the entire Argentine contingent, which is kind of clever. I guess you can't really tell what the lineup is. And of course, Argentina are entering this game relaxed. But if I know Lionel Scaloni, Jordan as well, as they're not an easy team, they're going to prepare for this game. So like I said, from SofaScore, folks, we have a lovely partnership with them. You can see the formation on the screen. It should be updating as the game goes along, and I will take it down if it's blocking everybody. So like I said, everybody, let me know where you all are. Drop those comments. Let's see what's going on. And, let me know what you all think. So let me check out, let me keep an eye on the TikTok stream. Like I said, folks, on TikTok as well. People in the TikTok, support my TikTok, because TikTok has been giving me a hard time. I keep getting these stupid warnings. They keep saying my stream is not mine. So I'm going back in, folks. I'm going to take a look. You see, they say my appeal is not approved, folks. This is ridiculous. So I really need you all to keep commenting, and we'll talk on TikTok, because I don't know why they're doing that. Somebody is doing that, and I hope you all, whoever's doing that is really idle. Really, really idle. So everybody in there, let me know what's going on, where you all are. I'm going to try to refresh my stream. And I see a lot of viewers are coming in right now, folks. So the players are getting ready. Let me get my clock ready to kick things off. So Argentina versus Jordan. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. I don't know why I'm not seeing all the comments clearly, but I'll fix that in a little while. I actually think I know how I'll fix that. So I'm seeing Bappy G6. Yo, welcome, Bappy. Let me know where you're from and who you're supporting tonight. Argentina or Jordan. And how do you think it's going to go? So like I said, the comments are coming in a little bit slowly on the stream, but I have a way I can fix that. So I'm going to do that in a little while here. I'm going to pull up some of the comments on this laptop here. It's taking a while. I have a big screen off to the side here, folks, that you can't see. So I'll just lower the volume so that way it doesn't affect anything. And so like everybody in here is, okay, so Jordan is playing 3-4-3 and they're calling out the lineups now. So I just missed it, but they're playing 3-4-3. Very aggressive formation. I could go from, just 3 forwards and 3 center backs to 5 at the back. So it's very flexible. If they need to defend, they could go 5 at the back. We know Scaloni favors that 4-4-2 formation. So we're going to do that as well. Like I said, folks, people in the TikTok as well. TikTok. Somebody keeps saying this is not my feed. So everybody in the TikTok as well, I really want you all to start throwing in comments in there and show me some love. I see Nice just joined. Nico just joined. Nico, keep it going in the TikTok as well, because, and be sure to follow. So Argentina with the 4-4-2. Emiliano Martinez, Nicolas Tagliafico, Senesi, Otamendi, Simeone, Lo Celso, Palacios, Paredes, Paz, Lautaro Martinez, and Julian Alvarez. So it makes sense. Lionel Messi will be rested. He may get a cameo. There's no need to risk him to getting injured. And I'm guessing Senesi comes in for Romero. And they're resting Lisandro Martinez as well. Medina also started both games. Tagliafico is coming in for him as well. And in the midfield, a little bit of rotations, Paredes and so on. So Mashina Joe. I'm in Pattaya, Thailand. Wow. Welcome. Welcome. Who are you supporting? Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Mashina Joe. That is a cool name, folks. And of course, be sure to like and subscribe as well. We're trying to get to that 10,000 mark, folks. So, both teams are doing their thing, getting ready. Of course, I'm seeing Courtney John has joined. So people in the TikTok as well, everybody, let me know your predictions. What do you think about the World Cup so far? What do you think about the Portugal-Colombia game so far? What do you think about the bracket, how it's shaping up? Each game, I'm not an arrogant Argentina fan. I take one game at a time and just enjoy it as much as I can and see how this can go. So Courtney, welcome. Tall man, welcome. I just saw a subscription. Somebody just jumped in. So they are about to get ready to do the kickoff. So I will be paying attention to the comments as well here, because I can't see it too well for some reason. They're popping up. So like I said, folks, everybody who's in here, yes, perfect pronunciation. I'm Croatian. Oh, wow. So I have a friend from Croatia. He works at SofaScore and a couple others. So welcome. So the teams are getting ready. So I'm seeing the comments here as well. So I'm gonna have 2 places. So once I have people in the TikTok as well, keep it alive, because somebody has been reporting the TikTok and I don't like that. So be sure to keep showing your love and continue to do that. So let me get the clock ready to start, folks. Let me get ready. And we're off. Yes, folks. So Jordan in possession. Argentina wearing their away kit, which, let's be honest, folks, I've been watching Argentina for a long time. And I really love this away kit. You could read that kit in the comment section below. Of course, everybody, you know, Machina Joe and Bappy, like I said, you know, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to get to that 10,000 mark. And we do have giveaways that we do globally as well. You qualify for a chance to win jerseys. So we have begun. Argentina with 6 points, secure of qualification to the next round. Lionel Scaloni rotating the players. And of course, it's a little bit scrappy in the beginning, but now Argentina in possession. So let's see, you know, the approach. Scaloni has the chance now. I'm seeing head coach of Jordan, Jamal Selami. Obviously, he's going to take the game seriously. He wants to end the group stages on a high, just like Turkey did against USA. So, you know, it's perfectly set where some of the players that were recovering from injuries can actually play as well. So, like I said, people in the TikTok as well, keep me going. I really need that support, folks. I really need that support because somebody keeps reporting my TikTok and I don't like that. I really don't appreciate that. So, we're live on Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, and on YouTube. We are live, folks. I'm monitoring everything everywhere. And like I said, let me know if you guys are hearing me okay. And we have kicked off. I saw Paz got the start. You know, Paz also had a very serious injury to the end. Machina Joe, Maradona is the king, not Messi. He's okay, but he wouldn't survive when Maradona played. Messi full of growth hormones and new football rules. Yes, Maradona. Could you imagine if Maradona played now, folks? I mean, so Machina, you're going to love this. We had 1986 England international Terry Fenwick, who played in that game, in the studio for the England game. He was here just a couple days ago, and he brought the 1986 jersey from that game. So that's crazy. So I just saw A.M. Oh my gosh, Moahid. Am I pronouncing that correct? I want to pronounce your names correctly. So welcome, folks. I've seen people following on Facebook. The Argentine crowd is in full swing. Otamendi and Senesi. This will be great for Senesi to get some minutes. Otamendi, the veteran. So they're obviously resting Lisandro Martinez and Romero. Paz dropping deep, playing the Messi role tonight. He's had a great season with Como, but, you know, he hasn't really exploded for the Argentina team yet. And I mean, to be fair, being an understudy to Messi is very difficult. So, you know, these are great games for him. Lautaro doing well to hold on to the ball. He's very physical. You know, he also had a couple niggling injuries throughout the season for Inter Milan. And Julian Alvarez coming off of a very serious injury towards the end of the season, along with Nico, Tagliafico, everybody as well. So this is a great game for them to get some minutes and get some World Cup time under their legs against decent opposition. And let Argentina play. And a lot of people Argentina have not been Messi dependent for a long time. So TikTok, Courtney John in the Colombia and Portugal game, the refereeing. Tell me, Courtney, what do you think about the refereeing in that game? I only got to see the end. I see Joshua. Welcome back, Joshua. My regular people. Somebody has been reporting my TikToks. So, you know, I really love everybody to support as well. And we're trying to get to 10,000 on all the forums. So Lionel Messi on the bench being a supporter tonight. So Machina Joe, I watched football before Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Football was better in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. No VAR, hooligans. No, football is just money. It's hard to disagree with that, Joe. Is it okay if I call you Joe? Because that's how it is, folks. It really feels kind of commercialized and people are getting priced out. I think the thing is that if people keep buying the tickets for these games, they're not going to see the need to drop it as well. So Joshua, you know, welcome, and everybody else, keep the TikTok going as well, because TikTok keeps reporting my stream and I don't know why. They keep saying it's not mine. So, you know, keep the engagement going on TikTok. Paz, you know, using his physicality to keep the ball. So this is a good game for Paz to get acclimatized to the tournament. You know, he played for Argentina a couple times, but I mean, Messi's shoes are very deep to fill. Scaloni has made his team not dependent on Messi. Yeah, I can call you Joe. Okay, I really appreciate that. So, you know, you said you're in Croatia right now, correct? Oh, you're Croatian, but you're in Thailand. So I really love that people are all over the world are joining in. And I'm wearing the away jersey tonight, folks. So there's not much pressure on Argentina tonight, but Jordan are going to want to make a game of this. So it's a very good exercise for Scaloni and his men. Not for arrogance, but to really get some rotation. Because when the group stages come along, it's really make or break, folks. Once you lose, you go home. That's how brutal those group stages are. So Joshua, Courtney, everybody else, I'm going to continuously monitor my TikTok because literally 5 minutes and I got a warning that I got a 60-second ban because this is not my stream. This is my stream. I don't know what you're saying. So we're approaching the 5th minute. Lo Celso gesturing to Senesi to keep it calm. So this is a very battle-hardened Argentina, sprinkled with some new players. So there's a combination of experience and youth in here. You know, you have the veterans like Otamendi and Paredes, even Lo Celso, who missed out on the last World Cup, Tagliafico. So, you know, there's enough experience there that, you know, there's not complacency. And I could tell you, I don't think complacency is an issue with Argentina since the last World Cup, if it was an issue. So Paz doing well. We'll see how he handles this game. And it's great for him to get a couple of minutes and get acclimatized. I don't think we've seen the real optimal best for Paz yet since the World Cup started. A little bit of a nervous giveaway, but luckily Paredes recovering the ball. And so Machina Joe. So everybody in the TikTok, let me know what's going on. And every couple of minutes, I'm going to monitor the TikTok to see what's going on. Because I don't know why they keep doing that. You see, look, I just got it again. This is ridiculous, folks. This is ridiculous. Argentina scoring. Is it offside? Oh, my goodness. It almost looks like the refs love giving Argentina offside. So, folks in the TikTok, I really don't know what to do with this thing. But I really need people in the TikTok to really start joining in. Because they keep doing it. It's very annoying. I don't know why they keep doing that, folks. Was that offside? I don't know if that was offside. So people in the TikTok as well. I'm going to have to keep engaging with the TikTok as well. So everybody, tell me what you think the score is going to be as well. Like you see on the screen there, folks, I wanted you all to see what's going on with the TikTok. And I don't know why that keeps happening. It's very annoying. But like I said, we're going to keep things going. So Argentina did have the ball in the back of the net, but the ref deemed it offside. While I was fixing the TikTok, I missed the replay. So as it stands, if the game stays as it is, Argentina on 7 points, Austria on 4, Algeria 4. So Jordan with their first attack down the wings. Palacios, who plays for Bayer Leverkusen. He does have a bit of a injury-prone record, but he seems to be a steady squad member for Lionel Scaloni. When he's fit, he plays really well. And, you know, Jordan going down the wings here. Like I said, there's not a lot of pressure on Argentina right now. But like I said, I'm keeping contact. Keeping my TikTok up and running. So like I said, the people who are on the TikTok right now, be sure to share and like and keep the questions coming, folks. So TikTok people, let me know where you are, where you're watching from. Kurtan Tallman and everybody else. I really want to get those followers up. I don't know why somebody keeps reporting my lives. It's annoying. Stop it. You're a loser. Stop it. So Argentina in possession now. I'm seeing Paredes here, dropping deep. Paredes had a great season with Boca Juniors. A lot of people thought he should have stayed with Roma, maybe one more season, but he's had a great season. Scaloni, I did a write-up on extvmedia.com using SofaScore information to let you all know what I think about Argentina. And I think it's very difficult to go back-to-back. As an Argentina fan, I'm taking one game at a time. But I think it's going to be very difficult. And we'll see how it goes. So I saw a subscriber just popped in there. So it will pop up. Tisa Modimo II has followed. Welcome. Welcome. So Argentina probing at the back. Not rushing forward. They're under no pressure. Taking their time. Passing the ball around. Tagliafico and Paredes getting some combinations in there. Senesi getting a touch. I saw Senesi in a couple of friendlies. A lot of people argued that the friendlies Argentina played were not very quote-unquote competitive. And they also got that same complaint in the last World Cup. But, you know, Scaloni, I think, has earned the right to at least do what he wants. I was not very happy with it. So a lot of lateral passes. Argentina spreading the ball around, looking for that gap. Paz trying to do a clever flick there, but didn't quite get to his man there. And forcing a throw in for Jordan. So everybody in the TikTok and Twitch, Facebook, everywhere else, drop your comments. Let me know what the predictions are. I'm seeing a shot of Mario Kempes. You know, the legendary 1970. In fact, can you all remember that World Cup when Argentina won their first World Cup? Kempes was that player. So, Jordan down the wing. Argentina. Jordan doing well to keep possession. Battling with Juliano Simeone. But Argentina defending in numbers and getting the ball there. But Jordan was causing a little bit of difficulty there. So, of course, you know, Jordan, I want to step out on a high. Maybe get, you know, a good result. And Argentina want to get some minutes for their players. And obviously, they want to get that win. You know, they don't want to... Nobody wants to lose. But of course, as a coach, you have to be prepared. You have to watch out for injuries. It's great for Alvarez, who got those injuries at the end of the season, to get some playing time, get the sharpness back, get on the scoring sheet, because Messi scored all the goals for Argentina so far. So Courtney, John, and everybody as well in the TikTok. Let me, keep joining in as well, folks. Keep joining in, because I don't know what's going on. Every couple of minutes, I'm going to check the TikTok. Great interception by Juliano Simeone. And we're here at the EXTV studios, folks. Let me know what's going on. Let me know your thoughts. Argentina. What do you think about that impersonation? So I'm wearing my long sleeve Argentina away jersey. I know a lot of people have been asking me about gear. So like I said, folks, it's 10 minutes in. Argentina probing, being patient. They did get the ball in the back of the net, but it was offside. So, it'll be great for this... I wouldn't even call it a B team, because, a lot of people wrongfully say that Argentina were very dependent on Messi, but that's not true. Ooh, the ball almost fell kindly to Julian Alvarez with a pass from Lo Celso, I think. And he couldn't quite get his foot to it. So this is why it's great for them to play these games. When you come back from an injury, you need a couple minutes in there to get back into the groove of things. You can't just come in. So this is the perfect opportunity. There's no pressure on Argentina. Juliano Simeone beating his guy. Going down the right wing, getting past another guy. Whipping it in, but the defender doing well to cut that pass out. So while Argentina forcing a corner, Simeone with a great run, folks. Folks, once again, I got it. I am getting very annoyed with TikTok right now, folks. I'm getting very annoyed with TikTok. This is ridiculous. I don't know why they're doing this to me. This is very annoying. Very annoying. So everybody's in the TikTok right now. Show your support for me. I don't know why TikTok is doing this. But Giovanni Lo Celso taking the corner. And I don't know why this is happening. Because the last time I did my streams on TikTok, it got, over 10,000 likes. So somebody is messing with me. I'm seeing a notification popped up in there. So a corner whipped in, headed over by Nicolas Otamendi. I have my Nicolas Otamendi beard tonight on, folks, on my platinum here. Let me know what you think. Folks. So Argentina, let's see. The comments are coming in as well. I'm looking on both PCs as well. So people in the chat, let me know what you think the scoreline is going to be, where you're supporting from as well. It is 0-0, 12 minutes in. Let me hydrate really quickly. I'm alone in the studio today, but we have a lot of content. James, for the Scotland game, we got like 14,000 views on Facebook. And, let me know. I looked at the Portugal-Colombia game a little bit earlier, and it looked like Colombia were completely... All they were missing was a goal. I'm getting a bedtime reminder from my smartwatch, folks. A bedtime reminder. So, folks in the chat, YouTube, everyone, let me know where you're from, who you're supporting. So, I'm looking at the replay, and yes, Lo Celso was, unfortunately, about a foot offside. He tried to do the lateral run. Simeone is causing havoc down that right side. He got past 3 players early and forcing now a throw-in for Argentina. He has that pace, and in case you all don't know, that is the son of the legendary Diego Cholo Simeone. And he plays for Atletico Madrid, but I'm pretty sure all Argentina fans know this. So, Argentina, patient, probing, not attacking recklessly. I know a lot of people associate Argentina with a lot of possession, but one of the things I like about this Argentina is that they're very tactically flexible. So, Tagliafico to Sanisi, Otamendi to Paredes, who's dropping deep, trying to get the ball into Alvarez. So it's an interesting combination to see Alvarez and Lautaro. We have seen this done before in qualifiers for the people, the casuals who come in once every 4 years. Argentina has played this formation. And I also play without Messi, that famous result against Brazil and many other games. So they are not dependent on Lionel Messi. This is a team that has learned to play without him for a while now. But of course, if you have somebody like Messi on a team, Giovanni being very, very combative, fumbled the ball a little bit, but did enough to get it back. But this is a team that can play, and this game is very important for Argentina and Scaloni to get some minutes, and it's very good for players like Alvarez. Alvarez had to get PRP treatment and all those things. So like I said, folks, I don't know why TikTok. Like I said, folks, please keep my TikTok going, folks. I don't know what's going on. I'm really trying to, get the followers up for everybody. A lot of people have been watching, and for some reason, TikTok keeps reporting my Nigel Pierre. Good night. Welcome, Nigel. So we're 14 minutes in. I see people are popping in as well. And I see the viewers are popping up as well. So, folks, let me know what you think about the game so far. The bracket is shaping up. Argentina spreading the play around. They did get the ball in the back of the net already, but it was offside. Giovanni Lo Celso just being about a foot offside. Simeone having a very decent game so far. Argentina with a very patient build-up play. And like I said, there's not a lot of pressure on Argentina. But of course, you want to get some rotation on your players, but you want to also get that victory as well. You want a positive result. So youth combined with experience. You have Paz, and you have Juliano Simeone, and Julian Alvarez. Paz combining well with Simeone. Getting the ball back to Paredes, who plays deep. He's very strong in that role. Lautaro Martinez trying to do a combination play there. So you could see, both of them would probably want to get on the score sheet. Alvarez gets a lot of credit for pressing, but so does Lautaro Martinez. So I'm seeing a wonderful shot there of Ezequiel Lavezzi, Cambiaso, Zanetti, and Pastore, and some veteran Argentinians who I can't recognize. So I'm not sure what's happening with my TikTok, but what I will do is at halftime they're saying I have to make the picture as big as possible. So I may have to remove the scoreline from the TikTok feed and just put my face in there. So I'm going to check the TikTok again. This is very annoying, folks, but I'm trying to make sure everybody's happy on all my streams. And so far, so good. But I will try to fix that while the game is going on. So while we're talking here, Argentina doing a lot of attacks on the right side. Simeone, Palacios, who has had some injury problems. Alvarez with an attempted through ball to try to release Simeone. Ooh, that could be a penalty call, I think it's a pen. That looks like a foul by Abu. Is that inside the box or outside the box, folks? Let's see. Let us see. Because the Argentina, if it's outside the box, let's see. So it looks just outside the box. Okay, Giovanni Lo Celso just outside the box. That's a hard tackle. So, Argentina do have, we can't see the other free kick takers. You do have Paredes, you have Paz, and you have Julian Alvarez. Mohamed Abutaha. I hope I pronounced that name correctly, folks. So Argentina with a free kick on top of the box. It's pretty clear it was outside the box. That was studs into Lo Celso's foot. Trust me, folks, if you played any football. So we're seeing Lo Celso and Alvarez over the ball. Both players, and you also have Paz. So there's some discussions there. The fans are on their feet. Is it going to be Lo Celso? Is it going to be Alvarez? Alvarez, has had those injuries. So, also Lautaro Martinez is kind of sneaking into available position. So if Argentina goes in the far post, that's an option. So it'll be interesting to see how they approach this set play. Paredes, also, I see Alvarez walking away. So it looks like it's going to be Giovanni Lo Celso. Giovanni Lo Celso as well. So let's see. So I guess it's Juliano Lo Celso is going to take the free kick in the 18th minute. He's very good. They have a few options. I'm surprised they went with him. So let's see. Goal! Giovanni Lo Celso, folks. What a goal, folks. No Messi, no problem. No Messi, no problem. Giovanni Lo Celso, like I said, they do have a lot of solutions, folks. Lionel Messi and Rodrigo de Paul, all smiles. What a beautiful free kick, folks. What a beautiful free kick. Let me update the score really quickly, folks. Let me update the score. Argentina won, folks. If you're just joining us, a beautiful free kick from Giovanni Lo Celso. Let's take a look at that replay, folks. What a goal, I know. And look at the clever free kick. The wall dispersed, creating that gap. Look at that. Look at the replay, folks, if you're looking at Simeone and everybody dove out of the way. And he found that gap. Brilliant technique. There's nothing the keeper could have done about that. But I guess, hey, there's some people may say Giovanni Infantino may have cooled the ball in, right? You all know who you all are. I'm saying it. So well done, Giovanni Lo Celso. What a goal, folks. What a goal by Giovanni Lo Celso. So Argentina, Giovanni Lo Celso kissing the badge. He missed the last World Cup, folks. He was a key player for Argentina heading into the 2022 World Cup. And he got injured very close to the tournament along with Nico Gonzalez and a couple others. Correa, Joaquin Correa, there are two Correas. And now, so if you're just joining us, folks, we're approaching the 20th minute. Argentina 1, Jordan 0. And like I said, folks, I'm paying attention. Naila Ramtahal, Vamos Argentina. Yes, yes. Athena, big crack in the wall. So it's a very strategic thing, Athena. I worked at set plays with the women's team, and sometimes it's a bit of a decoy where the players stand there and then they disperse. And some teams get it right, some people don't. So pass on the attack here. Who is that? Lautaro Martinez. He's very good at holding up the ball. Very strong. Very physical player. So Argentina, without really getting out of first gear, have gotten that first goal. So welcome, Nyla. I hope you and the girls and Andy doing good. I don't know where you all are right now. I'll be heading up to the States as well, but I don't think when you all are there, I won't be there. So Argentina now in possession at 20th minute. What a goal, folks. What a goal, folks. And we see people coming in. Of course, people in the TikTok. Keep my TikTok alive. Somebody's reporting my TikTok, and I don't like it. Lara has joined. Lara, you know, be sure to drop some little hearts and so on, because somebody's reporting my TikTok and I don't like it. Before the World Cup, I got 10,000 likes and my followers were going up. So somebody's being a bit mean-spirited, folks. So, folks, you can let me know if you guys are hearing me okay, how the stream is working. There's this guy that they keep focusing on, and I swore I saw him at the Olympics, folks. I went to the Olympics in Paris in 2024, and I'm sure that's the same guy. So whoever saw that on the screen, let me know. So Nyla, Athena, everybody else. Tisa Modimo 2 has followed on Facebook. And at halftime, I'm going to try. People are telling me, for my TikTok feed, just put the camera up. So I saw another subscriber just popped in as well. Anwar Hossein, welcome. Nigel Pierre, always a big fan of Argentina. Grew up watching Boca Juniors. Excellent choice. I have my Boca Juniors right there. And River Plate, my best was Riquelme. Juan Roman Riquelme. What a great player. What a classy player. The last of his breed, I say. You remember when people said when Riquelme left, what are Argentina going to do? You remember those days? Nigel is going to remember that. So what a brilliant free kick, folks. So a lot of the players, a lot of rotation from Lionel Scaloni. And as I said, folks, I want to say a special thank you for SofaScore for helping me get the widget that you're seeing on the screen there. The formations, we have a lovely partnership with them. We will do a bit of some match discussions about Argentina with Gaston Hoffman from SofaScore. So we're having the water break, folks. So everybody, TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, Lara, everybody else. Lara's my niece, by the way, folks. So Lara, where's Mia? Where's everybody? That's my family, folks. And I really appreciate the support, everybody. It means a lot. The last stream got 14,000 views, folks, just on Facebook. We're not even counting YouTube as well. And then the one before, the last Argentina game, got 35,000 and is still growing. And then there's the other streams as well that people are looking at, folks. So be sure to check them out. I'll also be heading across to the States soon. I'll be going to one of those fan zones and talking to the people. I didn't get a ticket, but I'll be in the middle of the mix, and I'll find my Argentina fans and other people. And Argentina will be playing Cap de Verde. We'll see how that goes. That there are no easy games. So while we're doing this, I'm going to see if I could fix my TikTok really quickly. Some people are saying fix the screen because TikTok apparently reads the scoreline as if it's as if it's. I don't know why they do that, but apparently they read it as if it's some sort of what should I say? I'm trying to get this call line really quick. So people in the chat here, it's the first water break. I'm just trying to fix let's see if I get it really quickly. Where is it? Oh, there we go. So I'm gonna have to probably remove the score from the screen, which is very annoying. So, I hope this helps. So, TikTok stopped being annoying. I don't know why I'm doing this. My followers were going up really fast, and all of a sudden, I keep getting these dumb appeals. So, Curtin, welcome back. Lo Celso goal was magnificent. Yes, it was, folks. And people in the TikTok as well, everybody on YouTube, everywhere, be sure to keep the likes and subscriptions coming. Because for whatever reason, somebody's out there doing that. So, I just saw another comment as well, and subscriber coming in. Lo Celso goal was magnificent. Yes, it was. So Giovanni Lo Celso, a talented player. They could have had Julian Alvarez take that free kick. They could have had Paz taking that free kick. They could have had Paredes. So that's very interesting to see. And, like I said, the rotation for these players is very important. Very important. So Curtin, I really appreciate the support. And everybody else in here. I saw the likes shot up to 227, folks. So you guys are showing me love, folks. I appreciate it so much. I love it. I can't be a normal analyst when I'm watching an Argentina game. I'm sorry. That's why we have a watch along and not commentary. Yes, yes. So everybody, like I said, I'm really feeling the love. There is Joe all the way from Malaysia, a Croatian from Malaysia who loves Nigel, Athena, Nyla, of course, and Andy and the two girls. Uncle Sam, great free kick. Welcome, Uncle Sam. Where are you from, Uncle Sam? Let me know where you're from. And like I said, folks, as you could see, for those of you following, we're trying to get the subscription goal up to 10,000, but we're a couple away from 3,200. So we're working our way up. We set a lofty goal to get to 10,000 on YouTube and on Instagram and on TikTok. So Instagram, we're over 4,000 right now on my account and Extra Time TV. And on TikTok, we are going up really fast until somebody is trying to report my stream. But I'm seeing 221. So I really appreciate the love in the TikTok stream, folks. And Argentina, the hydration break has ended. It is 25 minutes in. And Argentina with one beautiful goal from Giovanni Lo Celso. Juliano Simeone getting a lot of headway down that right side. Julian Alvarez, he's definitely going to want to get on the score sheet and get physically ready. You can see he's a player who's coming back from an injury. But I don't think it was Julian Alvarez who fell over there. My bad. I think it could have been Palacios. It could have been Palacios. And folks, I have my platinum here, my away Argentina jersey. Like I said, folks, let me know where you're from. Let me know if you're okay. And keep it coming. So people in the TikTok as well. Let me know where you're from on Twitch, on Facebook. I know there's a lot of people joining in on Facebook. I see a lot of followers. Argentina heavily going down the right side. Beautiful interconnecting play. Triangular passes. How I like to play. Simeone on the ball. And forcing a corner. Uncle Sam, welcome X-Fireball. The man who was formerly a Fireball now is the X-Fireball. Welcome back, X-Fireball. So, James is not here today, but I'm here. And I know James has a lot of people in Poland looking right now. And I love that this is global, folks. So welcome, Fireball. Welcome back. And people in the TikTok as well. Keep it going. Keep it going. I really need to support that because my TikTok, I said it multiple times. Somebody has been reporting it. And we've been doing well and because of you all. So Paredes on the corner, whipping it in. Well met by Otamendi. Ball out wide to Tagliafico. Low cross. Whoa, hitting the bar. Whoa, that should have been the second goal. Lautaro hitting the post. And the follow-up corner headed wide by, I can't see his face. He got hit in the face. Look at that replay, folks. Intricate passing to Tagliafico. Lautaro Martinez may be onside. Hitting the post. And I think Senesi getting a boot to the face there, folks. So Lautaro, I hope he doesn't have the 2022 lock. So, and then the keeper doing well. I don't think the keeper knew much about that. Senesi heading the ball straight into the keeper. And Senesi, I think, getting a hit to the face. Recent Tottenham signing. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that hurts, folks. That hurts. If anybody has played any kind of sports... X-Fireball, see my boy Nico Pass starting. Yes, yes. So the ref is looking at it. Is it a penalty shot? I mean, we'll see. But, I mean, that's a kick to the head. Is that what the ref is doing, folks? Is that a penalty shot? Am I seeing things? People in the TikTok as well, let me know. Is that what's going on? So the ref has gone to the side. And I don't know what he's listing. So I guess the guy's upstairs, a.k.a. VAR. Possible penalty. Let's see how this is going. Now, it definitely was a kick to the face. Was it intentional? That's the question. That is the question. That is the question. So let's see. So by the literal rules, like I'm seeing a replay here and he kicked into the player's face. As a guy who plays football, I would sympathize with the Jordanian player because, you have to go for the ball. You have to go for the clearance. So, was it intentional? The Jordanian coaching staff on the sideline looking distressed. So let's see what the ref comes up with. Chat, is that a penalty or is it not? Let me know. People in the TikTok, is that a penalty? Facebook? Let's see what the ref is going to say, folks. So I could see it going both ways. I could see it going both ways, folks. I could see it going for and again. So let's see what the ref has to say. So he's saying, I'm waiting to hear what he says. I'm not hearing his audio. Number 21. So there is a penalty, folks. There is a penalty for Argentina. Nigel Pierre penalty. And I do sympathize because I understand why it's enough for a foul. But as a player, like I used to play a lot of defensive roles, and I could understand, you're going for the ball. So who's taking the penalty? Lautaro Martinez. Folks, oh my gosh. I do not like these penalties. TikTok, I don't like these penalties. Penalties are so hard to score off. Players, I'm an analyst. I even helped in the national team, and I can tell you there's so much data. They know so much about the kickers that even if you just use raw data, Lautaro, Toro, come on, Toro. Lauti, please score. Lautaro Martinez getting on the goal, folks. The Inter Milan captain getting that goal, folks. Lautaro Martinez getting it. It is now 2-0 to Argentina. I think it's very great for Lautaro Martinez to get on the scoring mark. So Lo Celso. So, folks, if you're just joining us, we're in the 30-minute mark. Argentina was just awarded a penalty. You can let me know your thoughts. I can see the annoying fans out there will be crying. It's FIFA. But I do understand both sides of the argument. I do understand how it could not be a penalty, but the ref was forced into a position. As somebody who defended before, I can empathize with the Jordanian player. A ball is coming in. You have to stick your foot out, as you can see in my Argentina Adidas here. Modeling, folks. Golazo, Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam, where are you from, Uncle Sam? And people in the TikTok as well, what do you think? Was it a pen? I think so in the end, but I could understand the argument, folks. And you can let me know in the chat as well, what do you think? So Argentina, 2. Jordan, 0. So this is exactly the kind of start this team would want. A lot of players, rotating here as well, folks. So like I said, folks, everybody in the chat, let me know where you are. Uncle Sam, let me know where you're from. And like I said, folks, everybody, if you haven't done so before, follow on all the socials and subscribe. We're trying to get to that 10,000 mark. And when you do that, you automatically qualify for a chance to win a prize, a jersey of your choice, of your club and country, and maybe a copy of EFC 27. And also, if you're in the States, and I'll be in Miami soon. So possibly one of the knockout games and maybe the 3rd and 4th place game. James and I will be there. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up right now. We'll be doing that. Of course, Giovanni Lo Celso getting the ball, but fouling the Jordanian player. And I also want to say a special thank you to SofaScore. And also, you see that QR code on the side. If you want to get WhatsApp updates from EXTV, you could sign in. Of course, please follow the community guidelines and be respectful as well. I do have a lot of spam people in there who are, it is a little bit scary sometimes. There's some crazy people. So, I know my EXTV community is very cool with that. So, Argentina 2, Jordan 0. So, as it stands, Argentina on 9 points. Jonathan Jordan. Let me just read you a message. It's a little bit small here. Let me make it a little bit bigger. I have an entire screen on the side here. Beating Argentina is going to win. So, Jonathan Jordan, welcome. Let me know where you're from. And where you're watching the game from and who you're supporting. And all you Argentina fans, I see somebody showing Julian Alvarez tattoo. Simeone, look at that pace. His father was, a very great player. People kind of wrongfully dismiss him as this hard tackling guy, but he was also very talented in his own right. Like I said, folks, let me know if you're hearing me okay. Let me know what you think about the formations and how they're playing so far. And I think so far, if you are Lionel Scaloni, you will be very happy with basically these players getting some game time, not having to exert too much effort. And, we'd like to probably see Paz get a little more involved. All these players are coming back from a lot of injuries. Senisi, Tagliafico, Nico Paz, Lautaro, and Julian Alvarez. So, Julian Alvarez will definitely want to get on the score sheet. Trying to link up with Lautaro. You could see that Julian Alvarez is a little bit off. He's not his usual self. In-form Julian Alvarez is scary for anybody who's playing against Argentina. I know everybody focuses on Leo Messi, but Julian Alvarez, man, what a player. This man has completed football and he hasn't even got, I think it may be at 23. Jonathan Jordan from Trinidad, that is my team, Argentina till the end. I'm interested in a Messi jersey. That's my favorite player. I can help you out. So before I get to that, Jonathan, Jordan on the attack, Tagliafico doing well, showing his experience. Now, folks, Tagliafico is on the older side. And in the last cycle, there was Tagliafico and Acuna. And Medina came in. I'm not a huge fan of Medina yet, but he's slowly growing on me. And clearly Scaloni, and they see something in him. I look at him on Marseille, him and Baledi, and, they were okay. So Jordan here with a corner. So after this corner, I'll get to your comment, Jonathan. Welcome, Uncle Sam. Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. So corner whipped in. Not cleared convincingly. Jordan with a shot. Blocked by Otamendi. And, Argentina are going to want to keep their clean sheets just for, morale. So, Jonathan, if you are interested, you could message me at extratimetvtt@gmail or at my socials, as you can see below. And, maybe I could hook you up and see what I could do for you. And, let me know. I feel I could hook you up. And, like I said, maybe you might be one of the winners. But let me know. I could hook you up and see if I could help you at least get one. So like I said, you could head over to my Instagram at Andre Sooklal and send me a message there. And, let me know. So everybody, Uncle Sam, welcome as well. So Jordan, of course, naturally, I'm going to try to reply. Paz, not really having much impact on the game as yet. Jordan, vociferously asking for a handball. Simeone once again released on the right side. So Jordan was appealing for a handball, so the ref didn't seem to think anything of it. So I'm seeing Anwar Hussein has followed on Facebook. So everybody on Facebook as well, let me know where you all are. And keep the comments coming, folks. Like I said, let me know where you all are. Drop those comments. And when you do all those things and follow, you will automatically qualify for a chance to win prizes, such as a jersey of your club and country, and maybe a copy of EAFC 27 and other cool things as well. So we are now 36 minutes in. It's flying by really fast. I see Giovanni Lo Celso getting dispossessed there. And this is why these games are important for these guys, to get those minutes in, to get the rust out. Because in the knockout stages, you are going to need your full complement of players. It's one loss and you're home. And that's it, folks. So Scaloni is going to want to do that. So I'm seeing a replay of the first... Oh, this is the situation that led to the foul. They were checked. They're just looking back to show that, Lautaro was not offside. So Argentina once again passing the ball around. There's no pressure on them to pass the ball. People in the TikTok as well. I'm going to check my TikTok periodically. And like I said, I don't know why they're doing this to me. I don't know why they're doing this. So far, since I made the change, there's no reports on... Yeah, there we go. It seems to be okay. So people in the TikTok, let me see what your comments are. Curtin, yeah, that is a penalty. So, yep. So a lot of people seem to be agreeing in the chat if it's a penalty or not. So, like, folks, I want to say a special thank you for SofaScore for providing that widget and also the QR code. I'm trying to give you all as much details as possible and always trying to improve the stream. So everybody in the stream, TikTok, or everybody else, let me know where you all are from. And like I said, let me know how you think this game is going to go. What do you think about Argentina's performance so far and in the World Cup so far? I managed to get a glimpse of the second half of the Portugal-Colombia game. There's a ticker tape underneath with all the latest scores from SofaScore. So for you all, to keep you all updated. Also, we have extvmedia.com. Jordan with an in-swinging cross, but it ended up not connecting well and ended up being headed away harmlessly for Argentina. But, those in-swinging crosses are very tricky for defenders because when it swings that way, it comes in at a very awkward angle. And it's very easy to redirect on wrong-foot goalkeepers. So Argentina playing deep. Dibu Martinez, Jordan applying that pressure. Dibu showing that composure, that confidence you need to play out the back like that. Nicolas Otamendi showing his experience, not rushing the play. Paz spreading the ball out wide to Senesi. And Giovanni Lo Celso and Paredes rotating in that defensive midfield role. Dropping and exchanging positions when necessary. Lautaro also is very capable of dropping deep and creating attacking plays and holding the ball up. I'm seeing people dropping comments as well, folks. So Otamendi pushing the ball up. Two of us in our long sleeves. I'm doing my Nicolas Otamendi beard, folks. So Argentina once again taking their time, probing. Very calm in their approach. Julian Alvarez, he has the ability to dribble. He's not just a striker. He can dribble. He can play out wide. He's very good on set pieces. For Atletico Madrid, he did almost all the set pieces for them. I felt as if maybe Atletico Madrid may have overworked him. And I think towards the end of the season, he suffered. Paz, who is the player being touted by many teams. He had a great season at Como. And he has expressed interest in not going back to Real Madrid. So right now there's a tug of war with him. Inter Milan showing interest, which is my favorite team, folks. So shout out to my Inter Milan boys out there. I hope he goes there. But for now, we're focusing on the World Cup. So, Paz did have an injury towards the end of the season. This is a game where you can see Paz is trying to get his grip into the game. And I haven't seen the real, Paz yet. He did score a free kick in one of the games. But I mean, trying to fill Messi's shoes in that particular role is going to be very difficult. So you could see a couple of the players are not 100%. Otamendi using experience there. He's claiming it's a throw-in for Argentina, but it's a throw-in for Jordan. So everybody, if you're joining in, we have reached the 40th minute. It feels like if time is flying. People in the TikTok as well. Andrew Craig. Welcome, Andrew Craig in the TikTok. Like I said, folks, we're trying to get those followers up and people in the TikTok as well. Make sure and drop those likes because TikTok keeps reporting my stream. Stop it, whoever's doing that. I really need the support from my viewers there, folks. We're trying to get, at least on TikTok, let's get to the 1,000 mark tonight with followers. And, at the end of the tournament, the bigger goal is 10,000. So, Jordan applying some pressure. Fireball, Como bought Paz for 60 million with an 80 million buyback. So, is that official? Because I was reading today, there was still some negotiations taking place. But I did read that as well. So, I don't know what the final verdict is. I know Paz and Zanetti, who's the vice president of Inter Milan, are good friends. And they're trying to orchestrate that move for some time now. But that Real Madrid contract has caused problems. Como, Cesc Fabregas and those guys, they're a very ambitious team. Como is in that famous area in Italy where all the celebrities live. George Clooney has a place there, and a lot of celebrities are behind the team. Paz getting past his player, seeing a glimpse of Paz, and he's starting to grow a little bit into the game. So Scaloni will be happy with this. He kind of looks like Cambiaso. I always tell some people that he kind of looks like Cambiaso. So Lo Celso was magnificent. This is Curtin Tallman. So yes, folks. Ole, ole, ole. Okay, so Julian Alvarez, very combative as expected. Jordan are going to try to get back in. You could see Julian Alvarez is still not at 100%. A little bit of heaviness in his legs. And Argentina selectively pressing when they need to. Selectively pressing when they need to. So everybody, let me know where you are. I know it is late on a Saturday night in Trinidad and Tobago, but there are people all over the planet watching this game. A lot of people were curious if Messi was going to start. I think, what do you think about Messi not starting today, folks? Was it smart by Scaloni? Do you think he should have played? A lot of people have been talking about the golden ball. I personally think Lionel Messi doesn't care about those things, for people who understand him. So X-Fireball is saying Paz is unlucky that Real Madrid has 4 players who can play his position. I agree. And I think he's intelligent enough to know, listen, I'm not going to get any playing time. We saw the same thing with Endrich for Brazil. Harrison Wells, welcome back. Harrison Wells is a regular. Once again, we just spoke about Paz. He's on the ball, doing well, trying to release Alvarez. Harrison Wells supporting Cape Verde to come up big in the next game. Well, of course, Harrison, I'm an Argentina fan, so I hope it goes the other way. But congratulations to them. A lot of people didn't give them a chance to come out that group, and Uruguay are gone. Fireball, another Hakimi. Resting him was smart. Yeah, I think so. Scaloni, we all know he was not well received when he was hired, and look at what this man accomplished with Argentina. That man single-handedly broke all the bad luck and the curses for Argentina for years, getting to all those finals and not winning. Technically, it was some Copa. El Payaso, don't start, but get some game time for Messi. I think if the game is comfortable, Messi may come in and take a couple minutes just to get a couple minutes in, but I understand the dilemma Scaloni has. People in the TikTok. I see Dylan join. Welcome, Dylan. In the TikTok, be sure to drop some comments in the TikTok, Dylan, and follow. Who cares about Real Madrid? Waste of time. Well, El Payaso, with a name, that is a nickname of Pablo Aimar, so he's definitely an Argentina fan. Clearly, he's not a Real Madrid fan. I think Paz is smart to want to get more playing time, and I think he was playing at Como under somebody like Cesc Fabregas was great. So Jordan is coming down. That left side, Palacios and Simeone, that guy has been causing a little bit of problems. Jordan, the ball just not bouncing for them. Argentina doing enough just to throw them off. Jordan on top of the box there. So, no Andre, it's Aimar, not Scaloni. What did I say, El Payaso? What did I say? I said Scaloni. I can't believe I said that. That's crazy. I do have my Pablo Aimar jersey. Payaso. It's a nickname for Aimar. I can't believe I said that. I should do 5 push-ups for that. I can't even do the push-ups because, oh, wow, they're showing you the ball speed of the free kick. Wow, that's crazy. Now, FIFA is using a smart ball now, folks, but I was one of the first, at least in Trinidad and Tobago, to introduce a smart ball. But of course, Trinidad and Tobago football is lame, and they don't do anything until 20 years after. But yes, El Payaso is Pablo Aimar. I can't believe I said otherwise. I guess sometimes when I get excited, I say other things. So if you're just joining us, we're approaching halftime. It's 5 minutes of extra time. A beautiful goal from Giovanni Lo Celso and Lautaro Martinez converting a penalty. And Argentina looking comfortable. And a lot of players that, getting some playing time that I think is very much required heading into the second round. And, players like Paz getting a prominent position in this game. And like I said, a mixture of youth and experience. Otamendi and those guys combined with Paz. We may see Barco get a run, maybe, once the result is comfortable. But, it's very early still. Alvarez definitely is going to want... You could see Alvarez is not himself. Alvarez is not himself. But Alvarez, who has the ability to dribble, he's being forced out wide. Simeone and him combining well, the Atletico Madrid boys. Paredes keeping the ball. Composure. Beautiful ball to... Can he keep it in to Simeone? He does keep it in. He does keep it in. Argentina very calm on the ball here, trying some combination play. Jordan doing well to stop that 1-2 play from Paredes. Trying to release their forward. And Senesi doing well in that 1v1 situation. And I think he did well to get between the attacker and the defender. So Andre meant it's Aimar that's behind Argentina's success, and that's Scaloni. Well, I could tell you love Aimar a lot, and Payaso, I don't know if you noticed, but I had the absolute pleasure of meeting Pablo Aimar. If you go on my socials, you'll see it. Before Lionel Messi, him and Zanetti were my 2 favorites. And that says a lot because I love the Argentina team. Well, not Holy Scaloni, but Holy Scaloni. That's funny. So people in the TikTok as well, Curtin, Tallman, and everybody else. Pablo Aimar, a great player, yes. Argentina with a bit of a half chance. But I really think, and you're right, El Payaso, the staff of Roberto Ayala and Walter Samuel, I think, were very key in Argentina building and restructuring the Argentina team from the back. And Scaloni said that when he first kind of officially took over, because he was there on an interim basis. So having guys like Aimar, wow, Simeone is looking sharp, folks. So Paz on the ball there. I have a feeling unless there's some kind of freak occurrence, if the game is steady enough, because I'm not being premature, folks, Paz drawing a foul, we could probably see maybe Barco get some minutes. Maybe Lopez, the Brazilian-based Argentine striker, maybe get some minutes as well. But it all depends on the game and the dynamic of the game, So, si senor, El Payaso. So I see people as well. So people in the TikTok, let me know what's going on. Curtin, like I said, keep the TikTok going. A lot of people have been reporting the TikTok, and I don't like that. So Argentina with a free kick. Paredes whipping it in. This could be number 3 for... Woo! Otamendi heading it just wide, folks. Just wide. I know exactly if you're seeing on the screen, I'm seeing a kid's expression. What a well-placed free kick. Otamendi may have been offside. But it was a free header for Otamendi. And, it was actually curling not too far away. Otamendi is good on set pieces, folks. He's great on set pieces. So, Curtin, everybody, like I said, keep supporting my TikTok as well. Nigel Pierre, don't forget Fernando Redondo. Yes, wow, we have some real Argentina fans here tonight, folks. What about Fernando Redondo? Really was a goat. I remember Sir Alex Ferguson describing him, I think Capello as well, as a player he wanted to know if he had magnets in his boots for the ball to be stuck to his feet. And we all remember that, that back heel against Manchester United. But what a magnificent player, folks. He was in the kind of first sort of Galactico era before Zidane came in. And then eventually went to AC Milan, and an injury finished him off in the end. Great interception by Paredes. Lautaro running at his player. He's probably going to lay it off to Alvarez. Julian Alvarez. Julian! Ooh, hitting it straight at his player. Julian still having the ball. Julian would love to get on the score sheet to get his confidence up. It should be a corner, which is crazy because Julian Alvarez took the shot and it went off the goalkeeper. So I don't know I've seen this multiple times, not just in the Argentina game. Alvarez takes a shot. It comes off the keeper. It should be a corner, yet somehow it's not. I saw some bad calls in the Scotland game as well. So there's been a lot of 50-50 calls in all the games, not just in the Argentina games. That has been very bizarre. Very human error. And I'm kind of confused with all the technology and the refs and clear and obvious. I saw another subscriber jumping in. So like I said, folks, we're trying to get to the 10,000 mark overall for the World Cup. Right now we're at 3,200 almost. So let's try to at least get to 5,000 by the end of the group stage. President Sands loved the Redondo. Yes, he did. Ex-Fireball. So it's halftime, folks. It flew by very quickly. Very quickly. Is it halftime? Am I seeing correctly? Yeah, so it's halftime, folks. Argentina 2. Jordan 0. A beautiful goal from Giovanni Lo Celso. And Lautaro Martinez converting a penalty. Argentina rotating a lot of players and honestly looking very comfortable. And a lot of the injured players getting some playing time. We may see, what do you all think? Are we going to see Baco get a run? Maybe Lopez, the Brazilian-based Argentine striker. And will Messi come on? A lot of people have been talking about the golden ball. I honestly think Messi doesn't care about that. So once again, I'm going to pay attention to the TikTok and see if these people reported me again. So far I see Stephen John as well. So Stephen, welcome in the TikTok as well. Continue to share, likes and so on. Stephen John, a massive Argentina fan. Andre Sooklal, GG, good game. Andy, so Andy, you think it's done already? I don't know. Andy, I'm trying to get Sean to jump on these streams. But, this, I'm going to have to probably bring him as well. Andy, I may be coming up for one of the knockout games. So Nigel, hey, Andrew, when you guys having it in next live show? Looking forward to meeting you. Well, I'm going to be doing some watch-alongs for other games. So other people, you can let me know. I wanted to do the France game and the Norway game, but it's probably a good thing I didn't because Haaland didn't play. And but I will do a couple more. I'll be doing all the Argentina games, and I will also be doing, once Argentina is there. And now with the knockout stages starting to approach, I saw Masood Ahmed just followed. Welcome. Welcome, Masood. And everybody who's following on Facebook, comment in the comment section below and let me know where you're from, as well as the people in TikTok. Stephen, John, everybody else, support me on the TikTok as well. And get those follows up, because somebody was reporting my TikTok stream for whatever reason, saying this is not mine. So, the likes and the follows and so on really helps. Yes. So everybody in here as well. We're also live on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. So, we're all over the place, folks. So we're at halftime. I want to say a special thank you to SofaScore. And, we'll have our halftime chat. I don't have my water. I'm going to have to grab a bottle. I'm very dehydrated, folks. And, of course, we'll be on Spam Watch. So, Nigel Pierre, let me know if there's another game and everybody in the chat that you all want me to see. It's halftime now, folks. It is halftime. And I'm going to set my timer here. So, as you see, SofaScore allowed me that widget there, folks. We have a wonderful comment. So, Andy, you think it's done? We still have the second half to get into, folks. And everybody who's in here, let me know where you're from. Why do you like Argentina? Who do you think is going to win? What do you think about the draw? As you can see below, there's a ticker tape that we have all the latest scores popping in underneath as well. And you can let me know. And also, be sure to scan the QR code that you see on that side of the screen there next to the formation. It will be on everybody's left on the screen. You could scan the QR code and you will get into the EXTV updates notification group. Like I said, follow the guidelines and so on. And, you will get all the updates on the lives when we have posts on TikTok, when we have our reaction to games. We try to have daily episodes. James is in Poland right now. We'll be meeting back up into the US and just let people know what's going on. So everybody out there, let me know. Let's have a halftime talk. What do you think? What do you think? People in the TikTok, let's see on the TikTok here. Stephen John, so far looking good. There is still a bit lacking in Messi's absence. I agree. Mikel, always fresh joined. Welcome, Mikel. Kurtan Tolman, what a great player. So everybody in the TikTok, especially the people in the TikTok, I really appreciate your support, because when I was doing the Trinidad and Tobago watch along, we got 10,000 likes. The followers was going up, and then they keep reporting my stream, and I don't know why, on TikTok at least. We need to get people back in there and continue supporting and following. So at least for now, let's try to get the followers up to 1,000 on TikTok. And I think we're a couple away from 3,200 on YouTube. Of course, at the end of the World Cup, we're aiming for that lofty goal of 10,000. So, Andre Sooklal, Sean joined. Welcome, Sean. Sean, are you out there? Sean is my cousin as well. He's a massive Argentinian fan. I think I'll bring him next time, once I'm in Trinidad still. And he will sit in the co-pilot seat and take over. So, folks, a lot of people have been asking me my thoughts on Argentina overall. And we'll have Gaston Hoffman of SofaScore, who happens to be Argentinian. We'll have an episode. He's not well right now, but he'll be joining us because we have a partnership with SofaScore, a global football data company that merged with Opta. I used to work with them a long time ago, and now we have a partnership with them, and they're supplying us with data. Andre Sooklal, which is my brother, by the way, folks. Andy, where are you right now? Would be good for Messi to pop in for the last 15 minutes. Yes, game done. So Andy is saying it's game done. I mean, I've seen crazier things, but I think this is great for Lionel Scaloni to, get those injured players like Julian Alvarez that game time. Anybody who has played any kind of football, or you're coming back from any injury, you do need a couple minutes. There's a thing called match fitness to get that sharpness back. You want, if you're Scaloni, you want Alvarez and Lautaro Martinez sharp heading into those knockout games. As the tournament goes on and you build momentum, it's not how you start, but how you finish, folks. And it's one game at a time. I'm not one of those people who are going to start talking about the finals. You have to get there first. I've been watching football way too long. So the middle of the Atlantic. So, Andy, are you flying right now? Are you heading back to Qatar? So my brother, he was in the States. I think he went to Houston to look at saw the Netherlands game and some of the watch-alongs. I'll be doing the same very soon. So my brother is in mid-air. So we have some people in the sky, folks. And so far, so good in my Rush stream. No problems. No issues with my stream. Sivan John, like I said, I really appreciate the likes, folks. I really need. So Mikel, Argentina is a well-balanced team. Great chemistry, World Cup winners 2026. We'll see. I would love that. I would love that. Mikel always fresh. That is a proper name you have there, Mikel. Mikel is always fresh. So I love that we have all those people. And see my buddy Juan Arango on the screen right now. So Juan, he has been a massive contributor for EXTV. Shaka Hissa from ESPN. Kenwin Jones said, folks, for those of you who are not from Trinidad and Tobago, former Stoke and Sunderland striker who played for Trinidad and Tobago, Atlanta United. He said he's going to pop in for one of them. So we'll do that. We had Terry Fennick, the former 1986 England international. Yes, that guy who played against Maradona and played for England was in studio for the England game. He brought his 1986 jersey. Isn't that insane? Isn't that insane? So I know it's halftime and people are grabbing drinks and so on. And, folks, you can let me know what's going on. I just saw another subscriber popped up. So like I said, folks, I think everything is running a bit smoothly now. We have the formation up on the screen there. It will be refreshing from time to time. So everybody as well, in TikTok as well, I really appreciate that. I see Mikel like the TikTok as well, so I really appreciate the likes, folks, because I don't know why that was happening. I got so many likes and follows when I was doing the Trinidad and Tobago watch along, and you folks, I am from Trinidad and Tobago, and I had a hilarious nostalgia live stream where I replayed the World Cup 2006 game with Trinidad and Tobago, and I won, and the response was massively high. So I am from Trinidad and Tobago as well, folks. So everybody who's on Facebook, I just saw Abdul Malak has subscribed and followed on Facebook. So like I said, for those of you on Facebook, drop comments under the video. Let me know where you're from. What do you think about the prediction? Because I'm paying attention to all those comments. And Abdul Malak, let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're from. So everybody in the stream, I know it's halftime. There's some water off to the side. I'll probably grab one. It does take a toll on my throat. Steven John, I'm hoping for a couple more goals, at least one more from Lautaro. I hope so as well, Steven. I hope so, Steven. And Steven, I know Steven is from all the way from Malaysia. I really appreciate your constant support, Steven. It means a lot. My Argentinian bro from Malaysia. And I hope his boys, and I hope you and your boys are watching as well, Steven. And, what I would like out of this game is that everybody gets some minutes. There's no injuries as well. And everybody kind of enters. I saw Ghulam Hussein has followed. So welcome. So I see a lot of people on Facebook are following as well. So I really appreciate that. I will fix the notification so I can see it a little bit better. So as I'm saying, folks, I would really like for Argentina. Scaloni is playing that favored 4-4-2. That we don't get any injuries. Players like Julian Alvarez, get a couple more minutes to get back sharp. He doesn't look like the Julian Alvarez we know. He's a little bit off. Lautaro looks like the Lautaro we know, combative. And, it was very important for Lautaro to score that penalty. And, it's not just goals, just the overall play. People like Tagliafico, Senesi, Otamendi, Juliano Simeone as well, to get those minutes in and build some momentum heading into those knockout stages. Because, folks, it's one game at a time, folks. It's one game at a time. And, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So, Mikel, thank you for liking the TikTok as well. Because for some reason, Sivan, Mikel, and everybody, I'm going to monitor again. Somebody has been reporting my stream. So you all supporting really helps. It really supports. So I'm seeing a lot of people liking it as well. And, you could head over to extvmedia.com. I do have a write-up with some data from SofaScore, letting people know my thoughts on this Argentina team. It was written before the World Cup. And I will be doing another one since the group stages are about to be finished. And I also will be talking about other games as well, and, the knockout matchups. And I'll be doing match previews with videos and data, but also written stuff for the real technical stuff with a lot of data from SofaScore. And we will be having Gaston from SofaScore joining in as well. So we are halftime, folks. A beautiful goal. What do you all think about that free kick from Lo Celso, folks? That was a beautiful free kick. And, if you're Scaloni, this is the ideal exercise for Argentina to really get into the mood. I'm going to fix my notifications here because I can't see when people... Because I have two monitors up, folks. So I'm just going to fix that really quickly. Alert box. So I'm just going to put it a little higher up here, so we can see who's subscribing. I'm moving it around the screen as we speak. I guess I could put it... Where should I put it? I'm going to put it up in the corner here. So it's a little bit bigger now. Yeah, that's going to work. So I'm going to put it right on the formations. So we'll see that. So, folks, if you're just joining us, I know it's halftime. A lot of people are grabbing their drinks. A lot of people are waking up for this game. There was no pressure for Argentina coming into this game. Mikel and everybody else, keep the likes coming. And like I said, I want to get the followers up. They were shooting up at least by the end of the the group stages. I want to get up to 1,000. As you can see in the top left of the screen right now, we do have our subscription goal, so you can see when it pops up on the screen as well. And of course, you can scan that QR code and join in the WhatsApp notification group as well. And of course, I need to have my people watch out for spam police and people who are reporting my stream. So I'm just going to run off screen 1 minute and grab a bottle of water. So keep the comments coming, folks, because when you do that, when you follow all the socials below, like, subscribe, share, click the notification bell on all the socials, you automatically qualify for a chance to win a prize, which is a jersey of your choice, club or country. I saw a couple of people there as well was asking for me to help them with jerseys. You can message me on my socials and I could try to help you out. And when you do that, you automatically qualify for a chance to win those prizes, either a club or country or maybe a copy of EAFC 27. Also, I have been trying to play the FIFA football game on Netflix with no success. Maybe I'm not using my VPN right. I don't know. So, like I said, folks, I'm going to just grab a bottle of water really quickly. I'm going to go off screen for 4 seconds. So everybody in the TikTok and everywhere else, keep the likes coming. Share with your friends, your family, as James says. Share with your friends, your family, your dog. Keep sharing them, folks. Keep sharing them. So I'm going to keep an eye on certain things as well. Like I said, I have to keep monitoring everything, folks. I have to keep monitoring everything. There is someone who, has been messing with my my streams. So like I said, everybody in the TikTok as well. How do you think this game is going to go? Who do you think is going to come on? I think if Argentina, barring, any kind of disaster, let's say Jordan scores a goal, which I hope doesn't happen. Let's say we get to the 60th minute and it's solid. I can see Scaloni possibly bringing on Barco. Maybe Lopez, maybe Messi getting a couple minutes. Should they risk Lionel Messi? That is a question a lot of people are asking. So, let me know. Let me know your thoughts, folks. Let me know your thoughts. So I'm taking a look at SofaScore and I'm hearing some beautiful music. What I love about these things like the Olympics and the World Cup is that you hear such a wide range. I mean, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. I know this is a blaspheme to say, but you hear the same music all the time. I love the variety. So I'm hearing one of my favorite songs, Blinding Lights. So it looks like a lot of fun. So everybody, make sure you're joining in as well. Redo, I hope you're out there. I see the players are coming back out. So let's see. I got a couple spam. I'm deleting spam here in case you all are wondering what I'm doing, folks. So So yes, so let's see. So I'm going to grab my water before the players come on. So folks, Argentina, dos. Jordan, 0. People in Facebook as well. Everybody else, drop your comments. I'm going to grab my water. Don't you all go anywhere. People in the TikTok, please share with your friends, family, your dog, your neighbor, your gardener. I don't know. Whoever. Because we're on a mission, folks. We are on a mission, and it really helps, folks. This thing does not work without you all. It does not work. And we got 14,000 views on our last stream just on Facebook, and then 35 or I think 34,000 for the last Argentina versus Algeria game. Sorry, Austria game. So, we're trying to go one up. So they're making some substitutions. Let me grab my water really quickly, folks. And like I said, I'm back like a lightning bolt. So X-Fireball, watching cricket in the Caribbean is only pop sounds or decade-old or soca. Yeah, and you know what? There's people who like that. I understand what you're saying, Fireball. Like, I like a variety of music. But every day, all the time, not everybody likes it. But apparently there's some people, if you tell them that, they get really annoyed. And, whatever. But, Trinidad is so much more versatile than, we portray ourselves to be. It's very annoying. It's very annoying. So the players are coming out for the second half. Jordan making their substitutions. It went by too fast. So Almardi coming. Oh, it's gone. Okay, I couldn't read it fast enough. So Argentina back out there. Let's see if Argentina... I see Messi has a jersey on his neck, so I don't know if that's to tease the fans. It looks like DePaul and those guys are coming on. So we'll see. So maybe, they'll try a different tactical shape. I love soca. This is from X-Fireball, but anything but 2015 pop songs will be great. Yeah, I know, there's some classics like We Will Rock You. I saw, to be fair to Brian Lara, play that a few times. So the kickoff is about to start. And it's off. And we are back, folks. We are back. Second half, I haven't seen any substitutions for Argentina, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see some changes as the game goes along. A beautiful goal from Giovanni Lo Celso and Lautaro Martinez, Lauti, El Toro, the captain of Inter Milan. That is my favorite club, folks. I love Inter Milan. I also have a lot of love for Boca Juniors as well. So X-Fireball, everybody else on TikTok as well. Let me know what's happening where you all are. I see Lionel Messi warming up. The crowd going absolutely nuts. So people in the TikTok as well, keep it going. Of course, Jordan, I'm not going to take this lying down. I do not believe in underestimating any team ever in life. You will never hear me saying that. You will never say that team is an easy team and we should beat them. I am not just somebody who talks on YouTube. I worked in professional football. I work in professional football. I do analysis for a living. I could tell you, anybody who underestimates any team is a fool. And I'm telling you that. Anybody says a team is easy, they're just being highly emotional. If that's what you think, you're entitled to say what's your opinion. But, football, the football has leveled up. There are no easy games. So, the brackets are shaping up. I think Argentina are playing Cape Verde. So, congratulations to them. I could see people foolishly saying that's an easy game and it's rigged and all that nonsense. It's not. Come on, folks. It's pathetic when you all say that. Stop it. Stop it. I will never say anything bad about Ronaldo. But I saw a lot of people, bashing, Messi. It's ridiculous. So first time watching Jordan. Jordan was on bad times on a work night. I understand what you mean, folks. So everybody in the Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, I see Lionel Messi is warming up. I see Almada is warming up. I see Lopez is warming up and Barco. So the people I expected. Nico Gonzalez. So Nico Gonzalez is going to need some minutes, folks, as he was also coming back from an injury. So these guys are going to need that playing time. Barco has been pretty solid for Strasbourg. He was signed by Brighton but loaned out to Strasbourg. I think a lot of teams are interested in him. Paz, is probably going to want to get more involved in this game. Get more minutes, get more comfortable in that position. Julian Alvarez, as you can see, doesn't look like... What a through ball. Is this number 3? Lautaro! Oh my gosh. Goal number 3, folks. Is it onside? Oh my God, ref. Oh my God, ref. It's like they love giving us those offsides. They have this satisfied look on their face. So let's see. Yeah, he was. He tried to beat the offside trap. I just saw RM Rahim Hassan, welcome. Let me know where you guys are from, Hassan. Comment in the comment section below and let me know where you all are from and who we are supporting as well. I love that we are getting followers from all over the planet. People on the TikTok as well. Argentina, once again, 2 goals ruled off for offside, and both times it was Giovanni Lo Celso. I think Lautaro probably deep down knew he was offside because I was surprised he didn't shoot the ball. And the ref blowing the whistle late. So the ball was in the net just a couple minutes in. Lautaro looking sharp. Julian Alvarez still not looking tip-top yet, but that's what these games are for. Scaloni is hoping, he gets a decent amount of time into the game. Tagliafico drawing a foul there. That's the experience of Tagliafico, getting between himself and the player and drawing a foul, showing all his experience there. So you could see this here, coaching number 1, folks. If you're a defender, you get yourself between the ball and the defender, and it forces the opposing player to get body contact. You get a foul. So, ex-Fireball, right now, I pray Austria can do Iran a favor. Well, let's see. TikTok as well. Like I said, folks, in the TikTok, keep it going. Keep it going, folks. And like I said, everybody, be sure to subscribe and let me know where you're from. And, like I said, we're trying to get to that at least by the end of the group stage. That's small goals, 5,000, but at the end of the World Cup, 10,000. And on TikTok, I'm trying to get up to 1,000. We're already on 740, I believe. And it was getting high until somebody reported. So Argentina, already getting the ball in the back of the net a couple minutes into the second half. And, it was ruled offside. The Argentina fans are in full swing singing. Unlike the last 2 World Cups, they are relaxed. I don't know if you all remember, in 2022, Argentina had to win their last game against Poland to make it to the next round. And because they lost their first game against Saudi Arabia. Jordan, Abu Dhahab, not controlling the ball well, giving the ball back to Argentina. Paz, they are trying to crowd out Paz. So Paz is, going to have to... Lo Celso, lovely triangle play here. USA versus Iran in a knockout. Let's make it happen. Wow, that's going to be crazy. Beautiful through ball. Ooh, Lautaro just about to get his foot on it. So Lautaro is getting actively involved. So Scaloni is going to want to get, I hope Alvarez gets more involved. They could see Alvarez wants to get involved. He's very enthusiastic. He does press a lot. He does add that to the game. And, also you could see he's a little bit off. There's a little bit of rust in those legs. Otamendi not connecting well with that ball. And like I said, Otamendi does have that one mistake. Jordan, with a shot. So Otamendi not clearing that ball well. It's very similar to that situation in the World Cup final where he tried to acrobatically clear that ball, missing it. And, that's something we saw in the 2022 World Cup final where when France got that last chance at the end and Divo came up with that magnificent save. So, that's something Roberto Ayala and Walter Samuel are going to have to pay attention to. Argentina right now on 9 points, Austria on 4, Algeria on 4. So, so Austria and Algeria, according to the commentators, will go through. I'm guessing 1 second and 1 third. So welcome back, Harrison. So yeah, that would be, wow, USA, Iran. Wow, that is going to be crazy. So like everybody in the TikTok as well, let's keep those likes coming. Julian Alvarez, they're not giving him a sniff at goal. And that's the thing about this Argentina team. You mark Alvarez, then you free Lautaro. You focus on Paz, then you free up the other guys. So it's not a Messi dependencia. Remember that too? So maybe as the game goes along, remember Paz also is coming back from an injury, folks. He had a wonderful season at Como. And, eventually towards the end of the season, they sort of tapered off. But he's a crucial player. Cesc Fabregas loves him. Wanted by Inter Milan. Real Madrid, there's a lot of negotiations taking place. Jordan trying to create something down the wings, but not doing enough to keep the ball in. TikTok, what's happening? Let me know what's going on, folks. Let me know what's going on. Let's keep the likes going. Let's try to get the 1,000 mark tonight on TikTok. Let's try to get up. That's our target. You can see on the top right of the screen, we have our subscription goal. So let's do that, folks. So Palacios, he's one of those quiet but effective players. Jordan winning the ball in a bit of a dangerous position, but this Argentina team is very efficient at recovering the ball. They press you quickly. So even though they won the ball, Argentina were on them like ants. Lo Celso with a marauding run, passing the ball out wide. A shot. Ooh, off the bar by Lautaro. Lautaro Martinez is in the zone, folks. You want an informed Lautaro and you want an informed Julian Alvarez. Lautaro in the last World Cup, we know what happened. Look at that. A curling effort, beating the keeper, and it touches the bar. Wow. So if you are Lionel Scaloni, you're going to be very happy. Because in the last World Cup, Lautaro Martinez started, but he didn't have the greatest form, and eventually Julian Alvarez took over. And now this time, Alvarez is the one coming in with the tournament with a serious injury. So Jordan trying to get down the wings. So, Argentina, once again, Alvarez not getting a lot of luck holding up the ball. So we're seeing the Jordan fans in good spirits. I love that there's a good spirit about the game, folks. So that's great. So I could see maybe in the 60th minute, I have a little mosquito zapper in the Caribbean. We have those, and I just zapped one. R.I.P. mosquito. R.I.P. So we're 53 minutes in. Lionel Messi's coming on, folks. Now, I'm a little nervous about this. I know a lot of people are saying they want Lionel Messi to come on, but I guess the staff knows what they're doing. I just don't want Leo to get injured. But he's coming on, I guess. I'm guessing he may come on for Paz. Jordan doing really well to create some space on the wings there. And Jordan getting a goal back, folks. Wow, Jordan getting a goal back. So the clean sheet for Argentina is now gone. They have now conceded their first goal. And I have to say, it was a brilliant build-up play from Jordan. And Scaloni is not going to be happy with that, because it looked like they caught Argentina's. Kudos to Jordan. Combination play. 1-2 combination on top of the box. Finding their player out wide. An excellent low pass. The player is onside, so it's a proper goal, folks. So we have a game. We have a game, folks. That's why, like I said, Dibu getting a hand hit, but I felt as if, maybe Dibu could have done a little bit better there, but Jordan, you see, that's the thing with these games, folks. These teams, when they're playing, we saw it with Turkey against USA, folks. We saw it with Turkey as well. These teams they want to leave the tournament with a head held high. So, it's not going to be an easy game. So Musa Altamari scoring for Jordan. So Messi and Almada are coming on. Like I said, that's why, if you remember what I said, folks, I was very cautious when I said, depending on how things go, you will never get that arrogance from me about how the game is done. I've watched too much World Cup games to say that. So Argentina, folks, if you're just joining us, it's now 2-1. And Jordan, I'm trying to open my water and I'm having a hard time here, folks. This does not want to open. Oh, there we go. I'm hydrating. My hydration break. So Jordan, folks, a well carved out opportunity for Jordan, and also that little slap in the face Argentina will need to keep on their toes. Argentina creating a lot of chances, but it shows you how football is. All those chances they created, hitting the bar, keeper being saved offside, and then all of a sudden it's 2-1. And it's very cliche to say, but a 2-0 lead is a very dangerous lead. So I'm thinking, Messi may come on and calm things down a bit. I think if you are Scaloni, you would be reasonably happy, but not very happy with how that goal was conceded. I think Ayala and Samuel will be very unhappy about that. Julian Alvarez not having the best game yet. He has been mostly subdued. Paz not having a major impact on the game so far. I think, in terms of the new players, I think Lautaro Martinez, you'll be the most happy with him. Juliano Simeone, Paredes having a solid game. But they would not be happy with how that goal was conceded. So Argentina trying to calm things down a bit, because it sort of came out of nowhere. Jordan was kind of making some bad passes. They gave away the ball a couple times, and then boom. They took a chance and they got that goal. So it's still Argentina on top with 9 points. And of course, people in the TikTok as well, let me know what you think about that goal. And Argentina showing their experience. They're slowing the game down a bit. And, they're going to want to be careful. You don't want a situation where, you see, that's, Paz. Paz is not physically at his best. And you could see a little bit of a slack ball there. So Jordan, definitely making a game of this, folks. Jordan definitely making a game of this. So once again, not a great touch by Alvarez. Alvarez is definitely not his usual self. I remember I saw that in the Olympics. He played the Copa America, won the Copa America, played a full season, and then tried to play for the Olympics. And you could see, I think his legs were out by the time he got to the Olympics. And, I don't know if maybe Scaloni is going to leave him on and give him a 90 minutes, maybe take off Lautaro, and not be complacent. Like you see, this is why, a lot of people saying game over, and I didn't say that. So Julian Alvarez out wide, taking on his man, whipping the ball into Giovanni Lo Celso. So Argentina once again trying to take back control of the game. Trying a 1-2. Beautiful shot. But pass not beautiful shot, but pass not connecting well with the shot. So maybe Giovanni Lo Celso looks like he's in pain, folks. So RM Rahim Hassan, welcome as well. And Facebook as well. So we have a game, folks. Lo Celso looks like he's in a lot of pain, folks. He is very injury prone, folks. He got injured a lot over the last couple of years. It's why he missed out on the last World Cup. So, he's a very important player for Argentina, a very important option. There's a free kick maybe just outside the box again. Let's take a look at that replay. The ref cam. He did get shoved. So, I don't think it's like an outright fall, but the ref is looking at it. So, maybe it's a free kick. The ref is gesturing for him to come off. Lo Celso is gesturing to the ref. Hey, listen, that was a foul. Take a look at it. So there's some discussion. So he's talking to the ref. It doesn't seem like anything. So Messi is coming on, Almada and McAllister. So I think that's a problem with these kind of games. So Lo Celso is coming off. So I'm guessing McAllister is coming on for Giovanni Lo Celso. I'm guessing Messi, so Almada. I'm guessing Messi is going to come on for Paz. So Messi is coming on for Lautaro. Okay, so I'm guessing Scaloni is going to give Alvarez some more playing time. I guess that's intelligent. Lautaro has proven that he is in good form. So Messi and Julian Alvarez are going to link up. Otamendi is giving the captain's armband to Messi. Messi tries to give it to Otamendi, but he gives it back. We see a nice shot there of Antonella and Lionel Messi's son. So people in the TikTok, what do you think? It's 2-1. Paz is coming off, McAllister coming in. I kind of saw that coming. So he did okay. Nothing spectacular from Paz. So, hopefully, as the tournament goes on. Once again, Jordan with those stray passes. That's why the goal was a bit of a surprise. They had a couple of wayward passes, unforced errors. They were just passing the ball. And, now they're 2-1 up. Emmanuel Ba, thanks for the watchdog, bro. Welcome, Emmanuel. Let me know where you're from. So Lionel Messi is on, much to my surprise. I think Lionel Messi there, trying to do a bit of a 1-2. The ball just kind of bubbling away. Jordan with a couple unforced errors, and then they scored that goal. It's just to show you how football is a funny game like that. But all credit to Jordan. The goal was a proper created one. I think they did a great job. So it is now the 60th minute. Lionel Messi is on, McAllister is on, Almada, Paz, Lautaro Martinez, and Lo Celso is off. Lionel Messi. The Jordanian players trying to crowd out Messi. Every Argentinian player is probably watching, making sure that you don't want to get somebody like Lionel Messi injured. But clearly the staff knows what they're doing. So welcome, Emmanuel. Let me know where you're from. Emmanuel Ba 5340. So I'm glad everybody is watching, everybody in the TikTok as well. Messi, Almada, and McAllister on, and he still has 2 more options. So I think he made those sums after they conceded that goal. I think if they didn't concede that goal, he may have seen a different variation in the substitutions. But Argentina, Scaloni is not going to be happy with that goal, folks. Yes, I know it's a rotated lineup, but you don't want to risk injury. So it's 2-2 in the other game, Algeria, Austria. And you can see how these games change. Argentina was in total control. And now it's 2-1. So the game is 2-1, folks. I'm catching my breath a little bit. So people on the TikTok as well, let me know you're here. Let's get those followers up and subscriptions up, folks. And like I said, you can see the subscription goal in the top left of the screen and also the QR code for the WhatsApp notification group. We appreciate the watch along listening right in through that. Nice. Welcome, Emmanuel. Let me know where you're from. And I appreciate everybody knows I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, folks, but we do have a global audience. Lovely ball by Paredes, very composed. Out to Simeone. Palacios quietly doing his job, folks. He's a player that not much people talks about, but he does his job quietly. Injuries has been his Achilles heel. Along with another striker that nobody will know about. There was Alario, who was when Scaloni first came in, and injuries, but he does have that injury. Messi dribbling through his players, ball kind of bobbling around. Somebody's on the ground. I think it's McAllister getting a rough tackle there. So it's a free kick for Argentina. If you're Scaloni, you don't want to see that. You want to make sure you come out from this game with a good result, a good performance, and no injured players. So that's the thing when you play these games. You don't want to take it too easy because you don't want to head into those games losing. But at the same time, you don't want to injure your players. So it's a huge dilemma for players. So McAllister getting... ooh, yes. Wasn't malicious, but it is a foul. It is a foul. I mean, so he gets a yellow card. Yazan Al-Arab getting a yellow. Listing from Central Trinidad. Welcome, Central and South. A lot of love for Central and South, folks. So we're at EXTV Studios. We'll be doing a lot of watch-alongs as well. We have a lot after this game. You can check out extvmedia.com. So I'm seeing Leandro Paredes and Messi over the ball. So I don't know what discussion they're having. Will Leandro Paredes take it? Usually Messi takes all of these. It's a good distance out. So will we see another magical free kick? It's very far, folks. It's very far out. That's a very difficult distance. If he scores this, I will be shocked. But he has scored from here before. Yes, just over the bar, folks. So looking for 2 goals or a hat-trick. So it'll be great to see Julian Alvarez. So we're getting I love these views. So, this is great for Messi to get some playing time. All the people's cameras are out because Messi, folks, when he takes a free kick, it's like a pen. So everybody in the TikTok, if I'm looking down, Mikel, everybody else, like I said, people in the TikTok, keep supporting the TikTok because somebody has been reporting my TikToks. I see a baby is celebrating there. The culture of Argentina, these babies are there from a young age. So I'm drinking my water, folks. So, Argentina, after that goal, looked slightly disjointed. I know. So we're looking at the Iranian goal. Wonderful ball out wide and the low cross catching. He wasn't offside. And I think Scaloni is going to have a look at that because that low cross definitely caused a problem. So, Messi is probably want to get involved in this game, but not so much so that he gets injured. So, the crowd is a little bit more cautious now. The game, the stakes are not as high, but you don't want to concede. And, lower, perhaps the confidence you built. So, Dibu Martinez and everybody else, he's probably not going to be happy with that. He's a very competitive player, divisive goalkeeper. So Argentina calming things down. Leandro Paredes getting the ball up. Messi getting, he's short. He was, in terms of height, he lost that battle there. So Emmanuel looking for 2 goals or a hat-trick. Wow. I just hope he doesn't get injured, folks. But it will be great for Argentina to get a couple goals. It will be nice to get Julian Alvarez. And Jordan are making a game of this, folks. Just like Turkey, even though they were pretty much out. They want to get a good result. You want to come to the World Cup. You want to show a good result against a big team. And probably capitalize on a little bit of the caution from Argentina. Because, you don't want any player getting injured, but you also don't want to lose. It's a very interesting dynamic for a coach, folks. So everybody, Emmanuel, everybody else, be sure to subscribe when you get a chance. Like, follow, click the notification bell. We're trying to get to that 5,000 mark. And then at the end of the World Cup, 10,000 mark on all our socials. So we're 3,000, I think 200 on TikTok right now. We are 740, sorry, on YouTube. 740 for TikTok. And I can't remember the others right now. My personal Instagram is a bit over 4,000. So we're trying to get it there, chat. Chat, we're trying to get in today. So Argentina, being cautious. Julian Alvarez dropping deep. Combining with Messi. Messi thought somebody was running onto the ball there, laying it off. Jordan trying to create something. Otamendi using his experience there. They're not going to be happy conceding that goal. I know that. So is this... The ref is blowing for a foul there. I can't tell who it is. So is there a hydration break? I need a hydration break, folks. The hydration break. If there was a sponsor. No freebies, folks. If you want to support me. There's also the donation as well. You can donate. You could also purchase merch as well. We do have those links in the description below. So, folks, everybody, You can't make donations. You can't buy merch. It's delivered globally. We have EXTV content. And we have now labeled all the followers in our EXTV community EXTV Ultras. So while we're in the hydration break, if you're just joining us, folks, it is 2-1. Argentina 2. Jordan 1. Oh, Jordan pulling one back. And I think, Argentina, that's why those 2-goal leads are very dangerous. I know a lot of people were, saying that we're going to run away with this game, but I've been watching this game too long, and I know there are no easy games. And I think this is a good exercise for the players. I think it keeps them on their toes. There's no complacency. It's just enough intensity where they have to play. It's not too light. And, the injured players are getting some playing time. So clearly Scaloni is allowing Alvarez maybe a couple more minutes. Let's say Argentina scores a third goal, then I could probably see Barco and Lopez coming on. But if the game continues to be tight, I think he may be a bit more cautious with how he plays the game. You don't want to concede any goals and, lower that confidence heading in to the next round. So, folks, let me know what you think. Like I said, it's a hydration break. I am catching my breath a little bit. People in the TikTok, keep the likes coming. Steven, John, everybody else, let me know what you think. I'm going to pay attention to my TikTok here because TikTok has been reporting my streams, which is very annoying. I'm going to take a quick check, folks. I'm going to take a quick check. Look, live visibility is restricted. Your live is not eligible for recommendation as restricted in search results as we have detected suspicious activity. Why? That is very annoying. Very annoying. Why are they doing that? Somebody is doing that, folks. Somebody in the TikTok is doing that. And it's very annoying because it's somebody doing that. And I don't like that, folks. I work very hard to create the stream. And, somebody's trying to mess with that, folks. So I really need my people out there to really support. I don't know if it's the idiot who's doing that, but stop it. You see, it's a good thing I checked. This is the third time. And they're clearly doing it because the TikTok was actually going up in followers. And they've only started doing that since the World Cup started. So people in my TikTok as well. Mikkel, Steven, John, everybody. Keep those comments coming both on the YouTube and TikTok as well. Also on Facebook. So we're seeing Barco coming on as expected. So let's see who's going to come on. Barco originally started as a left back for Boca Juniors. Very exciting player. Had a great under-20 World Cup. They eventually got to the final and lost to Morocco. And now he has played as a midfielder in Strasbourg, in Liga in Paris. He's owned by Brighton. So a lot of clubs are chasing after him now. So it seems like he's coming on as a left back because he came on for Simeone. So is he going to play in that wide position? He can't play in the middle. So interesting to see how he plays. So Barco has come on for Simeone. Simeone played out in the wide positions. So we see Barco out wide. And this is where Argentina are going to have to use all their experience to not just see out this game, but also ensure that the players get the playing time and also head into the knockout stages with some confidence. For those of you who remember, the last World Cup, we were not this relaxed. We were playing Poland and, Argentina, I think we're 1-0 up and missed a penalty the last time around. So this time is the first time in 2 World Cups I could actually relax. 2018, it was the same. We drew with Iceland, lost to Croatia, and required a whole bunch of mathematics on us, narrowly defeating Nigeria to get in. So it's a bit of a relief for me that, Argentina could now approach this game in a calm way. Jordan, obviously, with all due respect to them, I think they're making a great game of this, and I know they'll want to leave this tournament with their head held high. So like I said, folks, in the TikTok, I really want people in the TikTok to really support. Someone is continuously reporting my TikTok, and it's very annoying. What is suspicious about my TikTok? It's annoying. I was getting a lot of followers, and it stopped. So people, they're not recommending my TikTok, and it's very annoying, and it's happening a lot, and I'm very annoyed. I'm very annoyed by this, folks. So I'm going to take a quick look as well to see if it's happening again because it's getting ridiculous. So let's see. Barco is coming on here, folks. So like I said, folks, keep supporting my TikTok because it was doing well and some idiot is reporting my TikToks. So people in the YouTube, I see the comments are flying in as well. Let me just reload the screen here. So Spectrum Kid, Argentina plays Cabo Verde in the first knockout game in the round of 30. Do you think confidence would be an issue? Welcome, Spectrum, a.k.a. Billy. Billy, two things before we get to that. Some people keep reporting my TikTok, so I'd love for everybody who regularly supports me to go in there and keep the likes and followers coming. There's some hater in there that's doing that, so do that. As for Argentina, I don't think this is a team that is ever overconfident. I don't think they're lacking confidence. But I think, they have to be careful. Like games like this, you want to make sure you get a solid result heading in. There's a lot of rotations. There's a lot of players coming back from injuries. And, Messi and these guys are going to want to get a decent result coming into the game and ensure that they head into that game with confidence. And I'm telling you, this is a team that doesn't underestimate anybody. And I'm sure that Saudi Arabia game in the last World Cup is a particular... I saw Shafi Rahman. Welcome. I saw you followed on Facebook. Drop a comment, Shafi. Let me know where you're from. Spectrum. So everybody in the chat who is on TikTok and supporting as well, be sure to continue to drop the comments and follow. I really need it because my followers are doing really well, Billy, as you know, for the Trinidad and Tobago game, and somebody's reporting. So I need my people to continue to keep supporting and keep those likes coming. Somebody's being a hater. So Lionel Messi being crowded out by the Jordanian players. I'm surprised that I think because it was 2-1, I thought Messi would have probably come on a little bit later, but we're approaching the 75th minute mark. Why did Claudio Very not make the team? I was hoping he would have, but Claudio Echeverri, ever since Manchester City signed him, Pep kind of did to him what he did to Alvarez. He hardly got much playing time. Then he went to Leverkusen, hardly got much playing time there. Then he's in Girona. He started to get a bit more playing time. And the reason why I bring that up, that definitely stunted his playing time. Because up until that point, he was a star for the under-20 team, a star for River Plate, and looking like the next big thing. And he was just not getting much playing time. And Scaloni did say he's looking a lot on form. So, I thought for sure, if you asked me that a year ago, I thought he would have snuck into the team. But as it stands, he didn't. So Barco is on, and he's playing in the right side, which is interesting because he's a left-footed player. He's primarily a left back. The game has sort of gotten a bit more broken up right now. Jordan is making a game of this, folks. So like I said, folks, Argentina are going to be cautious in this game. And folks, let me know what you think about the Colombia versus Portugal game that took place before. I managed to get the last 20 minutes. Where's my H2O? And like I said, folks, everybody, please, who somebody's reporting my TikTok and it's very annoying. I was doing really well on TikTok and somebody keeps doing that. So I have to keep checking. Every time they report it, the feed doesn't get recommended. And that's ridiculous. Somebody is being a punk. So Shafi Rahman. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I really appreciate the support, folks. So Jordan with a free kick on the edge of the Argentina box. Like I said, folks, Jordan, there are no easy teams in this group. It is now 2-1. So they're whipping it in. Well dealt with by Tagliafico. Very decent delivery. The Jordanian goal was very well worked to get them back in. They're fighting very hard. But Argentina doing well. McAllister looking to release his players. Didn't have the best seasons at Liverpool, but he's one of those solid players. Paz playing on that right side. Almost like an outright right winger. I'm seeing Palacios, like I said, quietly going about doing his job. A lot of people don't talk about him, the Leverkusen man. So McAllister, showing their calmness, showing their experience. They probably want to ensure that, there's no complacence here, but no injuries. So it's a bit of an issue. So Spectrum Kid, before the round of 32, I said whoever beats Cabo Verde is going to win the World Cup. Wow. So Colombia versus Portugal. We'll see how that goes. So like I said, folks, the people who are in TikTok, be sure to go in there and because they reported me for suspicious activity. Basically, they're thinking that this is not even my stream. So like I said, I want everybody to go in there and be sure to continue to show some support. I see Mikel and Sivan John because I was doing great, 10,000 likes, a lot of people doing well, and they keep reporting it, and I keep appealing it. It's very annoying. I don't know why that keeps happening. So people in the TikTok, let me know. Argentina look a little bit disjointed, and it's expected because a lot of players that don't get much playing time are playing. Barco is playing in an interesting position because for Strasbourg in Liga in France, he plays in the midfield, but he's originally a left back. But he's playing clearly as a wide right player. So Scaloni is clearly trying something. So Senesi and Otamendi, clearly it seems like the starting duo preferred by Lionel Scaloni is Cuti Romero and Lisandro Martinez, the Tottenham and Manchester United man. Senesi recently signed for Tottenham. Very exciting player in the Premier League. Wow, Almada running past 3 players, getting the ball to Leo. The ball out wide to Baku. Baku is very confident in the ball. Lionel Messi, Jordan doing their best to hold him. That is a foul ref. So you could see Jordan are doing their best to crowd out Messi. And, doing their best. So Spectrum, before the round of 32 were confirmed, I said whoever beats Cabo Verde is going to win the World Cup. Yeah. We'll see. I'm not gonna. I take one game at a time, so you'll never see me. I'm getting really cocky with these things. So Messi in a decent spot here, folks. The game is kind of finely balanced. I can't say Jordan are very threatening, but they are a team that are not lying down on a job, and I think Scaloni will appreciate this. I think the people of Jordan will appreciate this, that they're giving it a good go and getting that goal. We saw a beautiful goal from Giovanni Lo Celso in the first half, and then Lautaro Martinez converting a penalty. Argentina also getting the goal in the net 2 times, but ruled for offside twice. Lautaro Martinez hitting the bar. And, the substitutions have clearly kind of disrupted the game a little bit. So Messi, let's see. Can Lionel Messi score? He has scored from here before. Goal! Lionel Messi, folks. Wow. What a goal, folks. Listen. What a goal. TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, everybody. Wow. What a goal, folks. What a goal. I was just going to say maybe it's a bit too far. Maybe it's too far away. Yes, Candice, 3-1. We needed that goal. I think we needed that goal. Listen, this guy is crazy, folks. This guy continues to shock. Look at that. Between the gap, and he hit it at such pace. If you look at where his laces hit the ball, folks. So folks who play a little football and train, they might think, okay, but remember, the goalkeeper is not seeing the ball until it curls the ball. So you have to hit that at pace. So you have to get the right speed and the right accuracy. And if you don't do that, so people in the TikTok, let me know. Let me know, folks. Argentina, 3, 3. Lionel Messi once again coming on and just effortlessly scoring that beautiful goal. Jonathan, sure, I want my jersey. Jonathan, talk to me, folks. You could find me on all the socials you're seeing below there, on my Instagram at Andre Sooklal. So like I said, Jonathan, be sure to subscribe as well, because we are giving away prizes as well. We will have a lucky draw. So when you do that, you automatically qualify for a chance to win. So Lionel Messi yet with another goal for Argentina. So we're seeing the 2 sides of Argentina with or without Messi. And like I said, if you're just joining us, we're in the 80th minute. Lionel Messi coming on. Almada, and Messi drawing that foul. Julian Alvarez and everybody else still on the pitch. Baku. And a lot of rotation. Baku out on the right side. Interesting, because he's a left-footed player. Whipping the ball in. Cheeky ball. This could be a shot. Ooh, who was that? Was that Palacios or Almada? I can't tell. That's supposed to be a corner. It's from Almada. Cambiaso and Zanetti are very happy. Lionel! Yes, Andy, Lionel. So Jonathan, be sure to like and subscribe on the YouTube channel and follow us on all the socials. People on TikTok as well. Let me know. And, people in the TikTok as well. We know what's going on, so make sure and help me out here. So Julian Alvarez is coming on. And as I said, Lopez is coming on. Julian Alvarez not having the best game. But folks, remember, he is coming back from an injury. The Argentina fans are celebrating. Andy, everybody else, somebody keeps reporting my TikTok. It's very frustrating. I'm trying to get, it was doing really well when I did the Trinidad and Tobago games, getting all sorts of 10,000 likes, and somebody is being a punk and reporting it. So I need my people to jump on and really share and support the TikTok and drop some likes in there. And of course, Jonathan, everybody else, be sure to subscribe. It pops up on the screen when you do so. Scan the QR code. And, let's talk. You automatically qualify for a chance to win a jersey. But if you want to get one, I could hook you up. My throat is killing. So Mbappe, 6 goals in the tournament so far. Sorry, Messi with 6 goals in the tournament so far. Mbappe with 4. And Dembele with 4. I think earlier I was saying Cap de Verde. So I was saying the wrong thing. I don't know. I don't know why I was saying that. When I'm doing these games, I get very excited. So forgive me, folks. So the Argentina fans singing. Like I said, folks, Esteban Cambiaso and Zanetti all smile. Zanetti, as you all know, a lot of people think Messi is my favorite Argentinian player ever, and he is definitely, it's very difficult to say this, but my favorite player ever is Javier Aldemar, El Pupi Zanetti. So, Jonathan, that will be a blessing. Vinny should have had 5. I think in that Scotland game, we had to watch along for that Vinny could have had it, and I think Scotland played like, Scotland, the Scottish coach, as you all saw in the watch along, which got over 15,000 views, folks. I think 14,000. James was very unhappy. I think Scottish people are very unhappy. James is in Poland right now, and we will be meeting back. Jonathan, yes, make sure to add me on Instagram and follow all the socials and subscribe. That helps. So even if, there's a lot of prizes as well, so you qualify and join us for the other watch-alongs as well. We'll be doing it for other teams. So, Daniel, welcome, Danny. Danny, where are you? Are you in Houston? Danny's another good friend of mine. He loves Argentina. I know he likes Messi. Wow, folks, chat. Danny, don't forget to subscribe as well, and get them boys to subscribe as well. Let me know where you all are watching it from. We're getting viewers from all over the world, so I'm seeing some familiar faces. What do you all think about that Lionel Messi goal, folks? So for people who follow Argentina, Baco is playing on the right side as an outright right winger, which is interesting because he's a left-footed player, originally a left back, but also he played midfield for Strasbourg in France. So he has evolved his game. So we're 84 minutes in. Argentina 3, Jordan 1. A beautiful free kick from Giovanni Lo Celso. A penalty converted from Lautaro Martinez. And another beautiful goal from Lionel Messi. In Houston, we'll definitely sub. Yes, it will pop up on the screen. And if you guys, let me know. Oh, so you're in Houston. Okay, nice. So Candice is saying, yes, I know he's experimenting. I'll bring Candice on next time, folks. What do you all think? So my throat is killing me with the excitement. I'm trying to hydrate. Like I said, folks, I have to keep monitoring the TikTok because some idiot keeps reporting my TikTok. My TikTok was doing really well, and somebody keeps reporting it, folks. So Antonio Garcia, make sure and like and share with your friends if you're on TikTok. Antonio Garcia is a friend of mine from the Inter Milan fan group. So be sure to do that, folks. And yeah, so awesome goalkeeper. Yeah, yep. And it had to be at the right speed because any slow on the keeper would have gotten it. I was explaining that a little while ago. A lot of people who never played football like to criticize those goals, but it's very difficult because the keeper does not see the ball until it passes the gap, and then the speed of it was too much for the keeper in the end. So it's Messi being very clever, folks. What a player, folks. What a player. Baco linking up really well. The young players, Almada and Baco, looking sharp. The red head for Argentina. Lionel Messi out wide. Let's see if Lopez can get involved. Lopez, not too far. So Lopez brings a different dimension. He plays in Brazil, folks, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a quiz, and that may help your chances in qualifying to win a prize. Who does that, Lopez for Argentina, play for? He plays in the Brazilian league, and I'll narrow it down. I guess you all can Google it as well. But he brings a different dimension to the team. He's a taller player. He brings that aerial prowess. So it gives Coloni more solutions. Julian Alvarez, folks, I know he didn't have the greatest game. We'll check the SofaScore rankings afterwards. He is coming back from a serious injury. So he probably wasn't overly happy. Something is going on in the box. Otamendi using his experience. Senisi, both players that are very good in the box. So let's see. Messi with near post. Is it another corner? So Argentina do have some aerial solutions in the box, folks. I know Scaloni is not going to be happy. Sean is in the stream. Sean, welcome, Sean. Sean, what do you think about the game? I have a jersey for Sean. Sean, I have a jersey for you. Don't think I forgot you at all. Nigel P.S. Santos, keep guessing, people. At the end of it, I will tell you all. So Lionel Messi once again. Seen some shots of the Argentinian fans. Lionel Messi, very composed. Argentina not needing to really get out of first gear. And like I said, kudos to Jordan for making a game of this. The goal they scored was a very good goal. Argentina will be very disappointed in that goal, but kudos to Jordan. Spectrum kid Lopez for Palmeiras. Keep the guesses coming, folks. And of course, for those of you who are on TikTok, jump in and be sure to give me that, wow, Baco showing that feistiness and drawing a foul. He is a very combative little player, folks. I call him Carnage because of the red hair. He's very feisty. Look at him. Gets in front of the player and draws the foul. He is traditionally a left back. Well loved at Boca Juniors. Had a great tournament for the under-20s. Was signed by Brighton. Became a central midfielder in Liga. And, you know, he has the ability to play left back, central midfield. But Scaloni is playing him. Steven John and people who follow, let me know what you think about Barco playing out wide. I see people are throwing in the guesses there, so we'll do it after the game. So, folks, that helps a lot. Like I said, for the people in the TikTok, I have to keep monitoring my TikTok, which is very unfair. Antonio Garcia, be sure to keep the likes up as well, folks, because somebody keeps reporting my TikTok. It's ridiculous. So, Danny and everybody as well, I really appreciate the support. And the last stream, folks, got 14,000 views. Emmanuel Barco will be playing for Chelsea next season. Yeah, well, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I forgot who is the current. I know. What's his name? Why can't I remember his name? He's not a Manchester City coach. Jordan. I add you. Okay, of course. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, Jonathan, as well. And send me that message about the jersey as well. So, let me know. So everybody else, I'm seeing Jordan making some substitutions. So one of the Jordanian players looking injured. So Salim and Abu Zirak, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Barco Saimai. Oh, so that's a done deal, Danny. Is that done? Is that a done deal? So folks, I see a lot of viewers in the TikTok and everywhere else. And like I said, folks, I really appreciate the support on YouTube. We are aiming for the 10,000 subscriber mark across all platforms. But of course, as the tournament goes along, we're going to move in increments. So, you know, we're going to try to get the 5,000 as well. You could see on the top left of the screen there, folks, the subscriber goal and the barcode for EXTV updates, social media, live streams, reactions to games, and also we'll be doing an IRL stream possibly in Miami. So look out for that. We'll be walking the streets, iShow speed style, and talking to everybody. And, you know, we're trying. We're doing our best. And also you can head over to extvmedia.com and take a look at our content. So we're approaching the 90th minute. And we'll see. So Chelsea, Strasbourg connection, Blue Group. Yeah. And then, of course, Chelsea hired the Strasbourg coach and then he was fired. So, you know, I think he got a raw deal. But, you know, let's see. So Lionel Messi, can he whip it in? Let's see. Whoa. Almost in. Somebody got to the end of it. I think it was Senesi. Is it another corner? Or is it a goal kick for Jordan? So there's 5 minutes of extra time, folks. And as we usually do, I spend a couple of minutes after the game and we talk for a couple of minutes. And we chat, and then you all could let me know what you all think about the game. Continuing the conversation, join in. You know, of course, for the people in the TikTok as well, join in as well. So I see a lot of people giving their guesses for that question I just posed, and I will give you all the answer in the end. But I'm pretty sure you all know already. So Argentina. Passing the ball around Paredes with a nice deep ball. Trying to get the ball to Lopez. Trying to get him involved. He's very tall, as you can see. Very imposing. So Argentina are going to want to get him involved. So as it stands, Argentina 9 points. Austria 4. Algeria 4. And we had the pleasure of seeing two wonderful goals, folks. From Giovanni Lo Celso and Lionel Messi. And some interesting tactical tests by Lionel Scaloni. I'm very curious about Barco on that right side. And of course, I knew Lopez was going to get some minutes. He had a great season in Brazil. Otamendi not clearing it well. You know, Otamendi's a player that surprised a lot of people. Because there was a time I would have told you Otamendi's time was up with the national team. But then he went to Benfica and seemed to have gotten I don't know, he reinvented himself. Barco, very good at shielding the ball, as you can see. He thought he may have drawn a foul, and I think he may have. You know, he's small and compact, but nope. It's a corner for Jordan. So we're 2 minutes into extra time, folks. 2 minutes into extra time. So everybody in this chat as well, I'm going to take after this corner. So like I said, folks, our TikTok was doing really well, and then somebody keeps reporting it, which is very annoying. Stop it. And I really need my followers and my people to really keep supporting the TikTok watch-alongs as well. So heading in, cleared by Otamendi. I was talking about Otamendi. But he did make that one. He has that one mistake in him. And we saw, like, in the France final, You know, the first goal that led to France equalizing was basically his fault. And then, you know, France could have almost snatched the victory with a clearance. So I'm looking at the free kick. Wow. These were clearly planned. I don't know. Messi was saving these goals for Argentina. Wrong footing the keeper. And the key for that goal is the latest shot, the impact on your shoe. And listen, folks, I do these things for a living. And the pace, if that was not hit correctly, it looks easy, folks, but trust me, it's not. It takes a very high level of footballing IQ to do that. So Paredes, McAllister, doing well. So, the ball almost threaded through. I think Lopez is going to want to kind of stamp his mark on the game. Argentina are going to want to see out the game, and like everybody gets a good, comfortable set of minutes. Jordan doing well to put some fight in the game, creating some passes. Jordan are not going out lightly, going out to that right side again, which caused problems. Barco with a very, very, very passionate tackle, but he's on the floor. I hope he's not injured. So Barco is on the floor. Iran opting not to stop the play until the Iranian player was fouled. Canis Hiralal Flaco, ex-fireball, Algeria passing sideways, Austria sitting on a low block. Yeah, Iran is gone. I guess they're playing it for Iran. What happened to Claudio Echeverri? Yeah, so he just barely missed out on the squad, Andy. I think Manchester City, and I blame Pep for that. Pep signed him and hardly was playing him. Then they loaned him to Bayern Leverkusen and he hardly played. So it's 3-2 to Algeria. Wow, Spectrum. So what does that mean? What does that mean for the dynamics? I know I have a lot of statisticians in their Spectrum. You know, let me know what's going on. I have to keep keeping an eye on my TikTok because they keep saying suspicious activity and it's very annoying, folks. I really need my people to really throw some likes on the TikTok as well. So I'm going to take a quick check here, which is very annoying. I don't like to do this. Argentina seeing out the last couple of minutes of the game here. So yes. And of course, you know, the formation supplied to me by SofaScore. Echeverri, yes, you're right. He's playing for Girona right now. So I think the game is done here. Is it? Full time, folks. Full time. So the World Cup ends for Jordan. Argentina getting a 3-1 victory. 2 beautiful goals. Free kicks from Giovanni Lo Celso. A penalty converted by Lautaro Martinez. And a beautiful piece of magic by Lionel Messi. And Jordan doing well to make a game of this. Getting a goal in there. Showing some attacking moments. Scaloni trying out some tactical approaches. So a beautiful goal from Messi, Martinez and Lo Celso. But Musa Altamari from Jordan getting on the score sheet for Jordan. So Jordan making a game of this. So a lot of questions, folks. It's conversation time. Like I said, I always have a little bit of a conversation here with everybody a couple of minutes after the game. So Argentina finished the group at 9 points. And like I said, folks, Scaloni trying at some players. Alvarez getting a lot of minutes. We know he came back from an injury. He still doesn't look 100%. Paz doesn't look like he's fully clicking yet. He also came back from an injury. The centre-back pairing of Senesi and Otamendi. Folks, you remember Senesi was initially not in the final squad, but then Baledi was a guy that he got injured. You know, the other player from Marseille, along with Medina. With Baledi getting injured, Senesi came back in, having a great season in the Prem. For Argentina fans, you knew he was good a long time now, but, in the Premiership, they're seeing him. So Austria just scored madness 3-3. Wow, I'm wondering what's going on with that game. What's going on with that game? In fact, I'm going to switch to that game while we're talking. Although I don't really care right now, we're talking about this game. So let's see what's going on there, folks. So Algeria, I think the game is done. So it ended 3-3. So what does that mean for the group stages, folks? For them. What does that mean? What does that mean? So it's 3-3 again. I think the game, so it's full time. Mahrez and those guys, Mahrez scoring 2 goals. Sabitzer and Arnautovic scoring 2 goals. Wow. So, we'll see how that goes. So let me get back to the... So I think the Argentina game is just finished. The one thing I don't like about Rush is that sometimes you don't get to see you know, the like it automatically went straight to Formula One, which is great. I like Formula One. I'm a casual fan. I'm not an expert, but nothing. So both are in Iran are gone. So Jonathan, well done to my team. So Jonathan, I know you're happy right now. Spectrum kid. So let's talk some tactics. As you could see on the left side of the screen for everybody, you can see SofaScore provided me with those wonderful stats on screen. And of course, the subscriber goal is there as well. So we're doing, we're trying our best to really get to that 10,000 mark. And people on TikTok as well. I see Antonio Garcia. So everybody who's in the TikTok as well, let me know what you think about the game. What do you think about Scaloni's tactics? What do you think about Barco playing out on the right? What do you think about Alvarez? He's a player who had a serious injury and he didn't have the greatest game. Argentina did get the ball in the net 2 other times, but it was offside. And just generally, I think it was overall a positive experience. I think they're going to have to pay attention to that goal that was conceded, that low cross from Iran. A quick team could cause a problem. They did well to get that crossing and get behind Otamendi. So I don't think necessarily, I think it was very much impressive goal for Iran. So everybody in the chat, what do you think? Argentina are going to play their next game. And we will be talking about the brackets as well. And I see a lot of people are giving their guesses on the game. So like I said, folks, for those of you in the TikTok, my TikTok streams are doing really well with the Trinidad and Tobago stream. And they were getting 10,000 likes. The followers are going up. And all of a sudden, someone keeps putting suspicious activities. Very annoying. Some people said it's an algorithm with TikTok. So, I really want people to, when you get a chance, when you're done, be sure to drop some follows there as well. On the Extra Time TV TikTok, as you could see on the screen below there as well. So Spectrum Kid, Senegal in 8th place in the 3rd place table. The only team with 3 points. All other teams got in with 4 points. So Uruguay is out. That was a surprise, which obviously a lot of people were anticipating in that particular group. Spain and Uruguay would make it out. And then Uruguay, being the 2nd place team, would face Argentina. And, well, we all know that took place. So, chat, just to remind everybody who didn't know, you could let people know who Argentina are going to face. So, I am going to check on my TikTok here really quickly. Antonio Garcia and everybody else in here, be sure to keep the TikTok going. So, I'm going to have to keep watching the TikTok, folks. It's very annoying. It's very, very annoying, but I have to keep watching it to make sure everything is okay. So, we're streaming on TikTok right now. I was going to do Facebook as well. So you can head over to extvmedia.com. We had some match previews and so on when this is done. And we'll be doing other watch-alongs as well. So, folks, what a game. What about that free kick for Lionel Messi? Lionel Scaloni, how much out of 10 are you going to give this performance? What do you think about the players that came in? The quote-unquote rotation players. I think if that goal was not scored, we probably would have seen some other players come on earlier. I think we didn't get to see much of Lopez. I think we didn't get to see much of, Paz still hasn't really fully clicked with Argentina. He has played a couple games for Argentina. But, we'll see. We'll see as well. As well, folks, I want to mention that song you heard at the beginning of the stream is from 2 local Trinidad and Tobago artists. 2 Trinidad and Tobago local artists. It's a beautiful World Cup song. We'll be trying, maybe we might do a performance before I head to the States, get them to come in studio and maybe do something at halftime, who knows. So it's from Nigel Rojas, who you all know from Orange Sky, and Sun Syndicate. And Sun Syndicate has produced some hits for Trinidad and Tobago folks. So that beautiful song, it's not an international song. A lot of people thought it's an international song, but it's from 2 artists from Trinidad and Tobago. And those of you who know Nigel Rojas, he has, Orange Sky, he has a lot of great hits with them, but beautiful World Cup song, and it encompasses not just the World Cup, but more about being a champion and life in general. So, folks, I would like to say a special thank you to them and people all over the planet. So, everybody in the chat, I see Shafi Rahman and people in the Facebook chat. So, everybody in the Facebook, TikTok, and Twitch as well. Let me know your thoughts on the game. What games do you want me to see now that the brackets have shaped up? Let me know how you think this game is going to go. And it is now... it is 12 midnight in Trinidad and Tobago. Rush Sports ended the feed with Argentina, Jordan, but left the Austrian, Algerian feed still running. Yes, folks, I honestly, I did not have a great experience with Rush so far in Trinidad and Tobago. The first game I missed maybe 15 minutes of the first game. The second game, I had no audio. And now there is no, post-match highlights, anything. I'm calling BS on that. I know there's some people who don't like Argentina, and I'm saying it, folks. So, fans are calling you all out. It's not just me. We're seeing it. So, yes, Candice, I agree. So a lot of people are asking me where I got my jersey, Jonathan and everybody else. Shoot me a follow on all the socials and message me on my Instagram as well at Andre Sooklal. Some of it may go to spam. So ex-Fireball, not a fan of Rush broadcast. I mean, it's what they've fought for the rights. And, maybe, I actually know people from Rush. I have good friends, Lance Whitaker and a lot of people who worked at Sportsmax. Great guy, great hosts. But, and I even suggested, that if they wanted somebody who's an expert on South American football, because there is honestly nobody on that panel, with the exception of maybe G. Arango, who knows that. I mean, a lot of people are surprised by Colombia and so on, and why? I'm not. Has anybody looked at South American qualifiers? So, let me know your thoughts. Like I said, folks, let me know what you think about Rush. Everybody else where you're looking at, we know we had somebody from... we had Stephen John from Malaysia, 2 people from Malaysia as well. My brother is flying on a plane. Danny from Houston. There's a couple people from Argentina, a couple people from Iran as well, Shafi Rahman as well. So everybody on Facebook as well. If you're still watching, let me know where you're watching the game from. And people on TikTok as well. I want to ask everybody to let me know where you all are watching from. So Spectrum Kid, Argentina versus Cabo Verde. I was saying something at the beginning of the stream. I think I said it wrong. Forgive me. Portugal versus Croatia. That's going to be an interesting one. Brazil versus Japan. That's going to be a tough one for Brazil, folks. Japan is no joke, folks. Japan is no joke. Colombia versus Ghana. Colombia is a very strong team, but finishing seems to be their downfall. Belgium versus Senegal. So the brackets are shaping up, folks. The brackets are shaping up. I did try to do a bit of a FIFA stream last night. I would offer to do it tonight, but I am very exhausted. I spent a lot of time preparing these streams, folks. So, I really appreciate everybody joining in, sharing your thoughts, sharing your enjoyment. Like I said, I want to let you all know Japan can knock out Brazil. Candice, yes, correct. They are capable. They did it in the friendly as well. And, Japan are no jokes. They have been working on their football since the early 2000s, folks. They have been investing in their football a long time now. And they are reaping the results. So they are no small team. So people need to stop that. They need to stop saying that, because that's not the case. Underestimating any team and disrespecting a team is an act of a fool. Anything can happen in football, folks. So, we're looking at it here now. Argentina, as a lot of people expected, I knew this game was going to be difficult, and I think Lionel Scaloni did well to negotiate a very tricky group. We also what happened in the last World Cup. So I'm seeing a lot of people subscribing as well. So before you all go and we wrap things up, I want to ask everybody to continue to subscribe, like and subscribe, share with all your friends and family. Subscribe and follow on Facebook as well. Drop your comments. Follow on all the socials you're seeing on the screen below. Scan that QR code you're seeing on the left side of your screen, because it takes you to the WhatsApp group as well. And continue to keep dropping those comments. Head over to extvmedia.com. It not only helps us get to our subscription goal, but it also helps the channel. And it also really keeps the channel going. Folks, it takes a lot of work to get this done, folks. A lot of work, a combination of events. You have no idea, getting these things set up, making sure the technical aspects are working. And, it really means a lot to everybody at EXTV. There's a little team behind that does this. But, a lot of the work, it's a lot of work, folks. And I do this because of you all. So also, I really want to let you all know a special support needed for the TikTok, because somebody has been reporting the TikTok channel, which is unfair. I work really hard to do this. So I really want people to comment and show your support by heading over to the TikTok and following as well, and getting your friends and family, because we want to get to that 10,000 mark at the end, folks. As you could see on the top left of your screen, under the flags, you'll see our subscription goal. I can't see it right now. It's far away on the big screen, but we were approaching 3,200 before the stream started. And we were just over 3,000 at the beginning of the World Cup. So we're about 3,200 now, I think. And we're aiming for 10,000. So, we keep going, and not just here, but on all our streams. And we see it as well. So before everybody goes, be sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends. And if you missed the live and you're looking at it, you could drop comments in the comment section below as well. So Jonathan, what are the code? I'm not sure what you're asking, Jonathan. Jonathan Jordan. There is a QR code. If you look on the left of the screen, Jordan, you'll see a QR code. You could take your phone and scan that code, and you could enter the WhatsApp notification group. So if you look over there, this way, that side of the screen, Jordan, all the way, it's being blocked by the formation, you could see the QR code on the bottom left of the screen. And you could scan that QR code. And for the people that missed the live stream and are joining in afterwards, be sure to look out for the hilarious highlight reels. We have a bunch of hilarious hot takes on TikTok, so the content is very different. And I will be doing some live streams of me playing the game. I have had no luck trying to play FIFA on Netflix. I've tried the VPN, so I'm going to try it again. But I will wrap up in a couple of minutes, folks. So, Jonathan, that's where the code is in case you're looking for it. It's on the screen. If you look on the screen, or if you're watching on YouTube, you will see it. If you cast it to your screen or playing it anywhere, you can scan it with your phone, and you will enter the group as well. So, folks, let me know where you're from. Candice, 2 goals from free kicks and 1 from a pen. No goal during play. Hope they take heed. Yes, they did create some chances, and I would have liked to see Julian Alvarez score a goal from open play. I would have liked to see Lautaro Martinez score. El Payaso, if you're still in there, let me know. All the Argentina fans, if you're following, let me know what you think about the overall performance. Like I said, this is the Argentina team coming into this tournament with a lot of players coming back from injuries and a lot of management. Tagliafico getting a full 90 minutes, so that is good to see that we have that option of Tagliafico and Medina. Also, Barco playing on the right side. That's interesting, him and Simeone. I think Otamendi and Senesi did okay. I think Scaloni is going to have to watch that goal that was scored by Iraq. So Spectrum Kid, 3rd place standings in order. We have our statisticians here for Spectrum Kid. DR Congo, Sweden, Ghana, Ecuador, Bosnia, Algeria, Paraguay, and Senegal. So are those the final 8 there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so Paraguay made it through. And Uruguay is out, folks. A lot of people thought Uruguay was going to be the team Argentina was facing. But no, that's not the case. So Cabo Verde. And congratulations to Cabo Verde, folks. This is their first World Cup. And now they're in the knockout stages and they're playing Argentina. And like I said, folks, there's no complacency here. Every single game in the knockout stages, a lot can happen. I saw Cabo Verde play and they played really well. They're very physical, very fast. So that's going to be a proper game. Nigel Pierre overall was a solid performance. So Spectrum Kid, yes. So Nigel, what do you think about what Scaloni did today? What do you think about his rotations, the players that got a little bit more playing time? What do you think about Barco, Juliano Simeone, Lopez, everybody else? What do you think about them and their performance? Uruguay finished last on their 3rd place. So this will be the 2nd time Bielsa has been eliminated from the group stage of a World Cup. He messed up really bad with one of the strongest Argentina teams I've ever seen in my life. I was highly traumatized by that. Argentina back then, 2002, had Gabriel Batistuta, Hernan Crespo, Claudio Lopez, Kili Gonzalez, Ariel Ortega, Juan Sebastian Veron, Diego Simeone, Javier Zanetti, Walter Samuel, Pablo Aymar. Just a total bomb squad. And that shows you if you have a bomb squad, doesn't mean you're going to win the World Cup. And they played well and they didn't make it out. I argued they were robbed against England. And even Owen admitted it, folks. I'm not just saying that. England defeated Argentina. They won their first game against Nigeria. And then Pochettino was adjudged to foul Owen, and he admitted years later he dived, which is infuriating if you're an Argentina fan. Because a lot of English fans like to say South American players dive. And, he dove in 1998 as well. So like I said, I have to keep an eye on my TikTok as well, Jonathan. They tried, but they need to do much better. I agree. I don't think Paz has really hit his full stride yet. And as you can see on the screen there, folks, SofaScore has, the final, formations as well. And we will do a reaction to that. And I will be wrapping up in a couple of minutes because I am very exhausted. But I will take a couple questions, folks. As you could say, this is real time. a lot of people have those one-way channels, and it's good to have these conversations with you all. It's 12 midnight. So overall, folks, let me know what your rating for this squad is so far. And of course, they have to play, the knockout stages now. Candice, yes, I get depressed thinking about 2002. Yes, that was very brutal. So Bielsa now responsible for 2 eliminations. They probably, unfortunately, I mean, I like Bielsa, but I think Uruguay started off well and they started to have infighting and they were messed up. Messi changed the whole entire game. Yes, whole game. Yes, he did. I think Paz personally there's 2 things that I'm sympathetic with Paz. I think the Paz we're seeing now is not the Paz we saw during the season with Syria, with Como. He got a bad injury towards the end of the season. So we all know when you're playing and getting attuned to the speed of this Argentina team is very difficult. I did have some criticisms about the rotations in the friendlies, but he needs that playing time. I think this game was crucial that they played without pressure heading into the last game. This game tonight showed us how important Enzo and DePaul are. Yes, and it's exciting to see that. I am concerned about that goal they conceded, folks. It was very impressive by Iraq. So faster teams that can get the ball out wide, they're going to be looking at that. And I think Samuel and Ayala are going to look at that and pay attention. Scaloni is also a very defensive coach. But if you all remember, in the last World Cup, Argentina conceded. By the time they got to the group stage, they already at the end of the group stage, they lost to Mexico. They got a 2-0 win they lost to Saudi Arabia, won against Mexico, and, against Poland, it was a very tricky game. This time around, fortunately, we were blessed that they were relaxed, and I don't think there's complacency. I know Spectrum Kid asked that. So Spectrum, let me know where you are these days. And, of course, Spectrum, we're going to have some watch parties as well. I may bring some people as well. I did promise to go to Smokey and Bunty. I am negotiating to possibly do something at Movie Town, but I have to do a lot of tech setup when I go there. So we have to talk to Lawrence. People, could we, let's harass Lawrence a little bit and tell him, get off his behind and, get behind and help me. He's only sleeping. I'm harassing, I'm kidding. But, I need my help. I may do that. And I will be heading across to Miami. So I will be doing some IRL streams. So if there's people in Miami, I know I have a lot of followers in Miami as well. We will negotiate and discuss where we're going to meet up. I have to also make sure, security-wise, I'm okay and everything is okay. There's a lot of crazy people out there, a lot of spam as well. So folks, like I said, let me know your thoughts. I'm just going to pay attention to the TikTok and make sure they didn't give me one of their stupid reports, which is very annoying. So I'm going to take a quick look here. So far, so good. So somebody was reporting my TikToks. So you guys are seeing it on your screen there. So that's why I have to check. So like I said, folks, I will be wrapping up in a couple of minutes. Spectrum Kid finishing third in the Group J has Algeria playing Switzerland. Algeria, Billy, I'm going to have to bring you on as my second analyst, because I need somebody as well to help me out. So Roblox Gamer Boy, Algeria Jordan game was a great game. Well, I realized, wow, I've been getting updates. It was 3-3. And finishing second, Group J has Austria playing Spain. So initially, a lot of the pundits predicted that, it was going to be Spain and Uruguay going through, with Argentina playing Uruguay. But we saw, that situation as well. In my excitement, I think I said something else. So like I said, folks, before I wrap up, continue to share with all your friends and people. We are live on TikTok, Twitch, what am I saying? TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and what am I forgetting right now? My brain is shutting down. On Facebook as well. So people in the Facebook chat as well. If you missed the live, feel free to joining as well. We do have little highlights of these clips that people love on TikTok, which see me acting nuts. And you'll probably see one by the end of the night. And I will be wrapping up in the next couple of minutes. So I am going to check on the other things as well to make sure there's no spam alert, folks. So like I said, folks, before I wrap things up, let me know your thoughts. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so before. I'm in Tunapuna these days. Spectrum, where's Kevin? Spectrum, I'm trying to get on to Kevin. Kevin is my boy. I lost all contact with him. I want to get in contact with Kevin. Are you still in contact with Kevin? I know he's doing his Santana stuff, folks. He's one of the guys who does the puppeteering and production with the Santana videos. But he's a good friend of mine. It's absolutely hilarious. X-Fireball. All the dark horses falling on their faces caused Argentina to have the bracket they have. Yes. But like I said, we have to take one game at a time. They are winnable games, but I am cautiously optimistic, and I'm underestimating no team, folks. No team. So I'm heading in there. I am deleting some spam here. Yeah, I don't know why people do this, but there's a lot of spam in here. So like I said, folks, just getting rid of the spam as well. So Billy, you could be my statistician. Nigel Pierre, I would have liked to see Echeverry and Mastantuano. I agree with Echeverry, not so much Mastantuano. Because I think Mastantuano made that mistake of going to Real Madrid and being a young player, just like Endrick. You know, you won't get much playing time. But those guys are the future for Argentina. I think if Mastantuano is smart, he should go on a loan. But with Mourinho there, I think Mourinho is the kind of guy could get the best out of Mastantuano. And if he won't, Mourinho is the kind of guy who would loan him out. Echeverry is another guy who, you know, City loaned him out. I think City kind of wasted him a lot. I figured they could have just left him at River Plate for one more year. He would have still be getting regular playing time, but he went to Manchester City, played a couple games, and he went to Leverkusen. They were not happy with his playing time. He was not getting much playing time. They stopped that deal and sent him to Girona, and I think that hurt his chances with the national team. But I agree with you, Nigel Pierre. Those guys are players for the future. We have a lot of exciting players. I haven't seen those guys in eons. Man, I would love to get in contact with Kevin. So if you have a number or something, join in the EXTV group Spectrum, and you can message me on Instagram, because I have returned to the world of the Matrix. I was offline. People call me the ghost. The people who know me know why. So while I'm doing this, folks, I am wrapping up, but I love the conversation. Roblox, Nico Papas, a next Argentine future generation. Yes, correct. Diego Placente and his men have been doing a great job with the Argentine team. Prestiani is a great player as well. There's a couple other players as well that are really exciting for Argentina. I wasn't very happy with some of the under-20 keepers. Bobby is a bit of a crazy guy. So I need people in my TikTok to continue liking it. Because I know who's doing it. And the thing is, I need people in the TikTok to continue liking it, because I know some people are mentioning and don't say anything, but I need to say it, because if I don't say it, the people who actually support the TikTok are not going to like and follow, and they're going to report my stream. So that's why I need my people to continue to do it, because it's not stopping them from doing the ban. So I need my people to do it. So I know it was suggested to me not to, but I know why I'm saying that. So I really need people to do that. So I have to speak about it. I can't not speak about it, because the last 2 games, I didn't speak about it. And then by the end of the channel, I saw about 4 or 5 times. So when I mention it now, people will go into TikTok and support it now. So I need that, folks. I need that. So it's not a chain up, Andy. It's not a chain up at all. But I understand why you're saying what you're saying. If I ignore it, they will mess with the channel. So I need to do it. So everybody else, I see Anil Ramnarayan, Sean, everybody else joining in. Continue to keep the likes going up, because they are trolls who do these things. But what it means is that this channel is doing well, folks. The last stream, I don't know what the stream is yet, folks. In fact, I could take a quick look while we're live and see what's going on. Let's see how that's going. Let me turn my volume down so there isn't a reverb. So I'm going to try to pull it up really quickly as well. So like I said, folks, that's why. So I need you all to support it. So let's pull it up really quickly. Roblox Gamer Boy rumors Messi might be playing in the 20 World Cup. He'll be 42. I mean, who knows, folks? These guys are taking immaculate care of themselves. So, folks, right now, I think the Argentina, this stream is on Facebook. It's at 8,000. So that's amazing. 8,300 and growing. So that is very impressive, folks. Roblox Gamer Boy. So Spectrum Kid is saying, I could see that Messi in the next World Cup. Who knows, folks? In the past, I would have told you all were crazy. In the past, I would have told you all were crazy, but not anymore. Not anymore. I mean, these guys are taking immaculate care of themselves. Exercise science, I worked in this field, I could tell you. It has gotten to another level. Who knows? And remember, the next World Cup is being hosted. Argentina is going to be involved. So, who knows, folks? Who knows? I think Messi is intelligent enough to know his body. And, he managed expectations well. He didn't tell people for sure. I think he observed his physical fitness heading into the tournament. I think in hindsight, a lot of people were saying, Lionel Messi playing for Inter Miami along with Rodrigo de Paul was a step down. A lot of people, including myself, was a bit mad that Rodrigo de Paul went across to Inter Miami. Even though they did well there, I was concerned about their form dropping. But I did enjoy the intensity of the MLS, and Rodrigo de Paul, as shown when he plays for Argentina, he's a different player. And Lionel Messi as well. There were a lot of concerns if Messi could have handled the physicality. And look at goals this guy has scored. A whole bunch of goals, folks. So yes, so the stream is at, it's 8,000. I think it's refreshing right now. So it's going up really high, folks. Wow, I am genuinely humbled. So I saw a lot of people, Limbo Ganesh, MD Rakib, Kuse. I saw a little bit of spam in there, so I'll ignore that. And of course, folks, like I said, continue to support on all the forums because when it goes unappealed, it causes problems. So I need my people to support. So everybody, make sure and do it. Like I said, Andy, I know you suggested ignore them, but unfortunately, I can't ignore them because when you ignore them, they do it. And then people can't appeal. So what happens is it happens. So, once my people following and liking, we're good. So apparently, the last couple streams, I didn't know that. So it's a good thing I'm aware of it now. So I have to keep eyes on it because if I don't appeal it, that's what happens. So like I said, we're heading to that 10,000 mark. So the African countries come out to play in this World Cup. They always have been strong Roblox. And, I'm happy. Morocco is a very strong game. I don't think Morocco has really fired on all cylinders yet. But we've seen all those teams play really well. I follow the AFCON nations a lot. I don't just watch European stuff. I watch football all over the world. And, a special shout out to Tom St. Feet. He coached Trinidad and Tobago, but he does a great job with the AFCON teams, Gambia and so on. Great friend of us, great contributor to Extra Time TV. He is doing some commentary in the AFCON region. So we may pop on to get his insight into certain things. And, it's very impressive. So we're going to wrap things up, folks, unless there's anything else you all want to talk about. It is 12:27 after midnight in Trinidad and Tobago. James and I will be reuniting in Miami. And like I said, folks, continue to follow all the social media content. And everybody out there, I need your support. And, I really, let's see. I saw another comment pop in there. So like we said, before I go, folks, we're heading to that 10,000 mark. And we have a lot of views. The X-Fireball, 9 out of 10 African teams made it. Only Tunisia failed. Harry Kane, Vinicius, Kylian Mbappe, all these players fighting with Messi for Golden Boot and top scorer in the World Cup. Folks, I'm going to ask you all a question. Everybody's in here. You all honestly think Lionel Messi cares about that golden ball? For people who really know Lionel Messi and follow him on a daily basis and look at, understand his personality, I really think Messi doesn't care, folks. And I think that's what's interesting about Messi. I think Messi doesn't care. If you ask Messi, do you want the golden ball or do you want the World Cup? I think he will always say the World Cup. Messi is not that kind of guy to kind of, be like, oh, I'm willing to kind of sacrifice my team. But clearly, it's a big deal. It's kind of like the Ballon d'Or. I think a lot of people want that. So Fireball said no. Candice said no. I think no as well. I think what makes Messi lovable but also infuriating for people who are detractors is that I don't think he cares about those things. So, of course, you have the delusional fanboys on both sides who try to villainize both players, which, is ridiculous. I will never be part of that. I like Messi. And in fact, I was a big supporter of Ronaldo when he first came out. I was one of those people that defended Ronaldo when he went from supporting the Manchester United. I'm not one of those moronic, deluded fanboys who will just criticize a player for the sake of criticizing. But I like Messi more, and I have my reasons. Okay, and if you like Ronaldo, that's fine. We need to get past that, folks. We really need to. This toxic back and forth it's crazy. I've seen situations where people openly going up to people in public. Come on, folks. We need. I know my EXTV people don't do that, but we really need to show, We have that passion for the game, so do I, but we really need to stop that. I like as we say in Trinidad and Tobago, the old talk, the banter, the back and forth, but, come on. We have to be responsible. So Spectrum, his accolades come as a result of his natural ability. Yes, and folks, a lot of people like to say they act like Messi doesn't train. He does. He takes care of his body. Especially there was 2 phases. Pep Guardiola, when he was younger, like a typical kid, Pep Guardiola took control of his physical program. Then I think around 2017, he started to really take a different approach to his body. And I think that's why we're getting the longevity that we're getting. And it's not just a physical aspect, but his mental aspect. Reaching all those finals. 4 finals, folks. Copa America 2007. World Cup 2014. This is just Messi. Then Copa America 2015. Copa America 2016, got to the final, and unfortunately we saw what happened. And then for Argentina, for me as a kid, the 1990 final, and then for the real hardcore people like me, I did see the Olympics where they lost to Nigeria. Then there was the Confederations Cup final in 2004, the Copa America final in 2004, then the Copa America final in 2007, that's 5, then the World Cup 2014, that's 6. Copa America 2015, that's 7. Copa America 2016, that's 8 finals, folks, that I suffered with Argentina. They've always been close, and then Scaloni comes in and makes his magic. So he trains, and he does. He doesn't eat meat for 50 to 52 weeks. I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. Wow. Harrison Wells, people doing CR7 versus LM10 in 2026. That's crazy. Once those El Clasicos in 2018, it should have been it for fans. Listen, there's a lot of, and I want to say I am disappointed. I see a lot of posts on social media from both fan bases. From my personal experience, I think since the World Cup, I have seen a lot of ridiculous takes about the World Cup being rigged and so on. And it's just crazy, folks. I think no serious football fan takes those things seriously. I'm a Argentina fan. I'll be an Argentina fan after Messi retires. I was an Argentina fan before. And, I really enjoying this. So Harrison Wells, people doing here. Oh, yeah. I'm reading over your comment. So Harrison Wells, people still doing CR7 versus LM10 in 2026. That's crazy. Once those El Clasicos in 2018 ended, that should have been it for fans. Should have matured since then. Yes. Of course, folks. Oh, I'm seeing some TikTok people in here. So like I said, folks, I really appreciate that. I am not a Ronaldo fan, but I think he's really good. Of course he's good. And it's okay to have a preference, folks. And I'm glad that the EXTV audience is kind of mature and understand that, both players, I personally find they're very different players. I think the toxic fans that create this narrative, I see a lot of nonsense that people are saying. And, it's good to just kind of ignore the noise. But what I think bothers me is that people go out of their way to make these videos and spread lies about players and create this toxicity within the fan base. I've even experienced it in person, folks. I could tell you, I'm going to tell you all a story, folks. I went, and there are 2 stories. And this is not me picking on Ronaldo fans, but it was a Ronaldo fan. I went to a car place with my girlfriend, and, we were buying things. And this guy comes up. We were trying to buy, there was a Lionel Messi bobblehead thing. And this was a while back. And she asked the guy, do you have an Argentina? He comes across and he's like, you all are Messi fans or what? No, that's fine. I appreciate the back and forth. But then he starts to beat up his chest and tries to bully and whatever. And then there was another guy. He showed me his underwear to show that he's a Ronaldo fan. And I'm sure there's some Messi nuts as well. I'm sure it goes both ways. Come on. You're not going to get that here. You will never get that on this channel. I like Messi. I prefer Messi. But you won't see me saying that nonsense. But I will call out people for that nonsense with the rig talk and that sort of stuff. I will talk about that. I'm not afraid to be decisive, folks, because I believe, diplomacy and, be standing on one side of on the fence is not the way to go. Sometimes you have to put your foot down, and sometimes you need to be negotiable, as I said. So comments, folks. LM10 could be Luka Modric, Lautaro Martinez. I'm trying to understand. Explain what you meant there. I really want to understand what you're saying. Harrison Wells, Modric was really good. Let me read some of the TikTok comments, folks. So, Curtin Tallman, 1994 quarterfinal knockout after Diego was banned was hurtful, yes. I'm seeing Jonah. Jonah joined in the stream last night when I was playing games, so welcome back, Jonah. Like I said, keep the likes coming, folks, on TikTok. It really helps more than you know. So it really helps more than usual. Like I said, I'm trying to get the followers up. I will be playing some game, folks. Do you all want to see me play FIFA? It's wow, that FIFA update for EFC is difficult. I'm a pretty decent player. And the offline mode is crazy. I play on legendary mode and it's crazy. And if anybody wants to play me, we can. I know Spectrum Kid challenged me. So maybe we can. Maybe we can schedule a matchup and you all could join in and make some notifications. So Kurtan, Jonah, everybody else, welcome. And people in the Facebook as well, be sure to share. So Modric's doing what he does in midfield at 40 as well. You know, these guys, we are fortunate to live in an era where exercise science are allowing players to play really long. In the 90s, once a player reached 30, he was practically done. People saw them as retirement home players. There's a lot of legendary players that once they crossed 30, they were done. But now, with, you know, the evolution in sports medicine and strength and conditioning, players can play for really long and players can take care of themselves. So, you know, long gone are the days in the 90s where English players would play a game and then go to the pub afterwards and drink rum. And, you know, those Brazilians and older players used to party. Players are more conscious and they're doing it really well. Let's see. I understand what you're saying, Fireball. My bad. I get your joke now. Modric doing what he does in midfield at 40 as well. Yes. Harrison Modric was really good today with several blocks and challenges. I need to rewatch those games, folks. I can't watch them all. James looks at some of them. So, yeah. So, you know, it's approaching. You know, I've been doing this stream for 3 hours for folks. So before I go, like I said, be sure to get your people to like, subscribe, follow. We're trying to get those followers up on all the forums. Like I said, you know, we're trying to get the TikTok up as well. I will be doing some streams with me playing games as well on Instagram and everything else. Let's get those followers up. And be sure to continue to watch out for those spammers out there. Brazilian Ronaldo and Ronaldinho were done in the... Yeah. And it was honestly, well, I mean, with Ronaldo, it was a combination of a bad luck with injuries and so on. And, you know, Ronaldinho, well, we know what happened with Ronaldinho and many other, Adriano and those other guys. Spectrum Crit, yeah, FC26 challenge is still on. I need to train though. Hey, listen, I didn't play in a while. I still play on world class with manual control. I play legendary and it's tough. Roblox Gamer Boy, you could see Portugal coach. His tactics is trash. He had Belgium golden generation with Hazard and company, whilst Mario, Aline, Kevin, or Fellaini, I'm guessing you're saying, Kevin De Bruyne, and these players had all failed. So a lot of people have a lot of static for Martinez. They did say he fumbled the Belgium golden generation along with Wilmots. And, you know, listen, Colombia showed today, for anybody who watches South American football, they would not be surprised by what they saw with Colombia today. They would not be surprised. So I'm paying attention as well. Seeing Limbo, Garnish, Firak as well. A lot of people as well in the Facebook. So I really appreciate that. So I'm going to wrap things up, folks. What do you think? Like I said, so I'm going to go. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow on all the socials. Scan that QR code on the left side of the screen to join the WhatsApp notification group. Head over to extvmedia.com. Keep the followers going. And everybody else, you know, if you missed the live stream, feel free to drop comments in the comment section, and also the YouTube community as well. We do have updates as well. And also let me know a game you all want to see beside Argentina. We're approaching the knockout stages. The games are going to be spaced out a little bit more, so maybe we could actually do all. Terry Fennick, the former England player, 1986 player, is going to return. Kenwyn Jones, former Sunderland, Cardiff City, Atlanta United, Trinidad and Tobago striker. He said he's going to join in as well. We have a couple people as well. And then James and I will be linking back up in Miami as well, folks. So when you do all those things, you automatically qualify for a chance to win a jersey of your choice, club or country, and a copy of EAFC 27 when it comes out. So do it, folks. So we're going to head to that 10,000 subscriber mark. And before we go, I want to give you all a little shout out. The song that you hear at the end of this video, it's from a local artist. It's from Nigel Rojas and Sun Syndicate. A lot of people have been asking if it's international. It's not. It's from Trinidad and Tobago. Nigel Rojas from Orange Sky and Sun Syndicate has done a lot of very top hits for Trinidad and Tobago for those of you who like, you know, the more local flavor and so on. So it's a beautiful song and they have been extremely gracious to allow me to use that song, and I have to mention it to them. So, you know, if you guys have any information, I will be putting the Spotify link as well. So Roblox Gamer Boy Netherlands versus big. All those games are big, folks. All those games are big. You can let me know, people in the Facebook chat as well. What do you think about the Argentina game? What are your overall ratings for Argentina in this group stage? What do you think about the overall players? Let me know. And if you're not here for the stream, you could let me know as well. So my energy levels are starting to run a little bit low. We're approaching the 3-hour mark. It is 12:40 a.m. in Trinidad and Tobago. And I think I'm about to wrap things up, folks. So, folks, it's been an absolute pleasure. And I would like to say, vamos, Argentina! Getting 9 points. Up next, the knockout stages. So let me know, folks. Let me know. Japan can knock out Brazil. Keep the comments going, folks. Keep the comments when I log out. So I'm going to head out, folks. It's been an absolute pleasure. I love all you guys. People who are supporting me in the TikTok as well. I saw Lalu 068 has joined. Kurtan Tallman and everybody else. Keep the likes coming on TikTok as well. Follow me on all the socials. And feel free. I know some people ask me about jerseys. Maybe I could help you guys out. So let me know. Give me a shout in my inbox. So with that being said, folks, it's been an absolute pleasure. And I'm going to log out with that beautiful song from Nigel Rojas and Sun Syndicate. Check it out.
Wow.